What's up, everybody? It is week one, Packers at Bears. We have finally, thank God, finally arrived for week one. Now we're just looking at, Jimmy Johnson and what's quickly becoming the essence of Terry Bradshaw up there and Michael Strahan, and just waiting for this to get going. Jordan Love versus Justin Fields. Finally. I see we got a couple people here already. Red Mo, Chris, Connie. Hello, everyone. And hello to everyone else who's stopping by today. Excited for our first watch party. We've never done this before. We were live for the draft. We've done a lot of live Q&As, but never done this. So really excited to hang out. You know, my adage with these watch parties is not a single Packer fan out there should be alone watching a game if they don't want to be. So come on down. We're here. So, Chris, I see you're here. Let's go. Embrace the chaos and go, Pack. Go. That's right.
Pack, go.
And today, based upon how the noon games went, there was some ugly football being played. Like, I didn't watch super intense. I was getting other stuff ready. I was getting ready for this. And, like, the noon games, from what I saw, were not exactly masterpieces of football. And I'm kind of expecting that for Packers Bears. It's week one, and it's in the case of Packers Bears, it's two very young teams going at it. I personally just hope that Jordan Love is settled, ready. I don't think it's necessarily nerves that have led to his slow starts before, but he's obviously got to get himself into a rhythm, and I hope that they can do that quick and get the ball moving, attack the Bears line, and really just get his confidence up fast. I think that that's going to be the big key for the Packers offense, to not be the typical week one Packers performance that we've seen for a couple of years now. So we'll see how that goes. Looks like we just got a commercial break now, and it's going to be go time for week one. So I think everyone here knows her, but Claudia, partner in life, partner in pod. So she is here hanging out today with the watch party. Like I said, with these watch parties, I'm hoping to do one, assuming this goes well. Don't be bad people. But assuming this goes well, then we're looking at doing this, I think, 15 of the 17 games this year. A couple off. I know for sure I'm not going to do it on Thanksgiving. That is a family day. But I think 15 of the 17 games, there will be at least me sitting here in front of my piano, watching and reacting and loving and hating and all of the things that we do during Packer games. So, David Gruber, you gem of a man.
That's debatable. His smile is creepy. I can't do it.
Well, there goes that sponsorship. Thanks.
Never mind. David Gruber's great.
One call, that's all. David, we can help you. Let us know. So, hope everyone out there is settled in. Hope you got your snacks. Hope you got your drinks, because it is go time. We've been waiting for this forever. Finally, week one. Let's do it.
Game of the week. That's right.
As it should be. As it should be. Packers Bears always should be. Looks like we got Greg Olson on the call, which is good. I personally really like Greg Olson as a commentator. Now, granted, we're not exactly going to be able to hear him. So those of you out there who are if we ever have questions about, like, what do they talk about, just let us know in the comments, because we got to have it all muted and whatnots. But
listen,
yeah, please do. I really do like Greg Olson as a commentator, though. I think he did an exceptional job last year. I'm of the camp of, like, why does he have to get demoted to make room for Tom Brady when Brady decides to actually do his Fox deal in a couple of years? But we'll see. We'll see.
As long as it's not Troy Aikman, it's fine.
Yeah,
I can't stand
I
Troy.
know you really don't like Troy. I'm sorry. What was that?
My
Falling
phone?
apart.
Your phone? On the phone?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, Aaron.
Yep. All right, and we do have, so we are fortunate enough to be staring at two TVs right now. On TV 2, we got the Brewer game. So if you're a Brewer fan, I'll keep you posted as that game wraps up with the Yankees.
If it ever does.
Yeah, well, not looking promising.
What? Bottom of the 10th.
Is that what we're heading into now?
Yes, with a total of 0, I do believe.
Yeah. Oh, and look at Fox talking about Jordan Love's mom.
Aww.
Yeah, except they're talking about how she sat in the last row of Arrowhead a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's what they were talking about. Saying she probably has upgraded seats today. I'm going to hope she's got upgraded seats today. Like, if you're QB1's mom and you're still sitting in the back row of the stadium, that's rough. So, all right. Still rolling. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. By the way, if you're out there and you're watching and you're doing the dance right now about like trying to fast forward us a little bit or like rewind us a little bit, like trying to sync up what you're seeing on TV and us and stuff, I know your pain. I'm sorry. I understand. Sorry. But here we go.
Right.
Packers going to be kicking off for the start of week 1 for your 2023 football season. Anders Carlson back with the kick. Yep. And here we go. Cheers, everybody. Week 1. Finally, we are here. There we go.
Nice short return.
Nice. And I think that was Nixon who kind of started the tackle there. Good to see him making tackles on special teams. And then there is Justin Fields. Keep in mind the many. Oh, we have a flag. The opening kickoff of the season, we have a flag. Of course,
There's
we have a
going to
flag.
be a flag.
Good Lord.
What do we got? Not our problem.
Nope. That definitely was
No,
us.
there's no problem.
Yeah. So unnecessary roughness on Jair on the opening. Jair, what did you do?
Of course.
Oh, unnecessary roughness on the opening kick. Dang.
Showing him he means busy.
He came out with his piss hot.
Yeah.
That was
going out with a bang.
Hey, it's all the Fleur wanted, right? All right, let's get this going. Unless they called it wrong, the Bears are backing up a long way.
That's still 1st and 10.
Oh
no, that's what I mean.
No, it was okay. All right, good. We're good. So it was. They just called it wrong. It was 23 on the receiving team, or 43. I don't know. Either one. They started shoving people. So Bears starting off at the 11-yard line. Fields in back. There, yes. Preston with the opening tackle. Now, keep in mind all of the changes for the Bears offensively. Like there's Khalil Herbert is now going to be their feature back. The offensive line is different with Darnell Wright, the rookie at right tackle. Nate Davis, free agent signing from Tennessee. Wide receiver DJ Moore, obviously the big one for the Bears offense. Picking up Mercedes Lewis should be implemental. There we go. And Herbert cutting. Yeah, that's a good game for Herbert.
Connie is saying that we're too far behind her.
Oh, I'm sorry, Connie. Unfortunately, I don't think we can really control that a whole lot.
Yeah.
Just the nature of the animal. I'm sorry, Connie. So, also former Packer Lucas Patrick in its center for the Bears today. The Bears do normally have Tevin Jenkins out there on the offensive line, but he's on IR for them. Nice completion out to the left for Fields to Scott, the receiver. Oh, come on.
Oh, cute. Fields and Love are friends.
Yeah, that's been a thing. They've been friends for a while. All right. There we go. 2nd and 5 for the Bears. Come on. Oh, they're pulling a Rodgers. Play clock going to the last second. all just to hand it
run.
off. Herbert is a better back than he gets recognized as. His yards per carry was one of the best in the NFL last year. I mean, he's a good player. He just doesn't have the pedigree of someone like there's Jordan's mom. That's slightly better seating. Just doesn't have the pedigree of a top tier running back or a first round pick like David Montgomery or anything like that. So, but Herbert's, I mean, he's a legit back.
3rd and 1.
What the what? What? So someone came running in and took the snap for like a sneak? Who wound up taking that snap? I mean, yeah, Packers stopped it. Like, we'll take it, but what? Oh, yeah. Okay. Hurry up. 4th and inches. Come on. Come on. Press the middle. Don't let Fields sneak this in. Come on. I don't think he did. Come on. Come on. Oh, Nixon. Don't you get yourself a penalty. I don't know as if he got it. Oh.
It's going to be a close one.
Well, back-to-back huge plays for the interior D-line of the Packers, though. That I can confidently say. Huge.
We got somebody from France.
Peter. Hey, Peter. Nice to see you again, Peter. Hope you're doing well. Go Pack, go.
All right, let's see if they got it.
Come on. Just pull that chain a little extra.
Short.
Back-to-back quarterback sneaks, kinda.
Oh.
Hey, they are short Packer ball. Woo! Good start for the defense.
Absolutely.
I mean, the D-line to shut down both of those plays, like with whatever weird sneak the Bears did on 3rd. Plus, then they go hurry up into 4th and inches with a quarterback as quick as Fields. Huge stop for the Packers defense to get that started. Huge. Yeah, Joe Barry, good job, buddy. Good job. All right, so huge stop for the Packers D. It's time now. Jordan Love era officially begins. Yeesh. It is time. David, nice to see you. David saying, great indeed. Indeed. Great start. And what's really encouraging, like the Bears' interior offensive line with Lucas Patrick, who we know well as Packer fans, white hair, and then they've also got their right guard, new one, Nate Davis. The interior is still more questionable than the tackles that the Bears have, I would say. So they didn't get much push on 3rd and 4th with both of these sneaks that the Bears did. Nonetheless, though, for the Packers interior to not allow any push at all, especially on that 4th down with Fields jumping forward, huge debut for the Packers' new D-line. Commando, how did Olsen think he made it? Oh, did he? Well, I mean, former Bear Greg Olsen, maybe show a little bias there. I don't know. We can't hear what they're saying. So, and David's saying what yard line? What we were on about the 42, still on their own side. So Packers going to start off beyond the 50 in order to get it going. So
give Jordan a good start.
Yeah, I mean,
official.
You can't ask for much better starting field position, so we'll take it. But it was, I would like 41, 42 ballpark, something like that. They weren't quite at midfield yet, so. It is time. Yeah, I mean, at least from the replay that they showed on Fox, it didn't really look like Fields made it. Like, didn't even look that questionable.
No.
And the chain gang, there was a good stretch there. Chain left before the ball, so.
Oh, Wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Well, I think this might be the.
No, it's fourth.
Oh, okay.
So are we taking over? Yeah, right about the 40.5-yard line, David. Okay, Jordan Love begins now. Very nice. With a handoff to Aaron Jones, who slips over Josh Myers. Oh. Okay, not the best start. David saying 58-yard bomb to Watson.
Be nice if Watson was playing.
Yeah, no. Not today. Watson is out with his hamstring injury. He's not going today. We'll take it to Doubs, though. And they're only, sorry if I said it wrong before, they're only on the 41, so it'd only be like a 41-yard touchdown. And they're running an option to Reed, which works horrifically.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
Yeah, the Bears had that just straight up covered. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're now 3rd and 13.
Yeah, good fake there to Jones. But, I mean, the Bears had someone no matter which way. Like, if Jordan was going to keep it, he was done. If he was pitching it, it was done. Like, the Bears had that option covered. So, 3rd and 13. Stevenson, the rookie corner, with the tackle on that one. All right. Oh, come on. Play clock winding down 2, and we're going to... The first quarter timeouts are still a thing for the Green Bay Packers. David asking, Doubs playing? Yes, he is. Romeo, his hamstring was good enough. There was some mention of he may be on some kind of a snap count today. They obviously didn't say what that would be, but nonetheless, he is playing. It may just be slightly limited.
Is this graphic?
You just got to have it like a cartoon where now they pedal their feet and then just drop. Because
they have to look down first.
I'm back to look at coverage even after I've seen it. Watch it. I'm sorry, Connie. We can't control the delay. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but I'm really glad you're back.
We might be able to change that going forward, but now that we started,
can we?
I believe
if we up the latency? Yeah, okay. Maybe we can mess with that.
It makes it a little harder for us to interact with you guys.
Yeah.
But
yeah, maybe we'll have
to. It's a work in progress.
More kind. Forgive us.
We love you. Please don't leave.
Yeah. There we go. Nice little quick slant to Doubs. First down.
Reset. Let's go.
What are we doing? All right, so we got refs measuring. I mean, it was 3rd and 13. They did a quick slant to Doubs, who made the catch, cut up the field a little bit, and apparently it was close to 13 yards. So one of the two teams is now requesting an official measurement so we can see how much they got a first down, or if they officially did, or what. So we got a measurement going on. David saying, I'm not going anywhere. Go Packers. David, we do appreciate that. Yeah, we may try to mess with the latency a little bit. Like if we're really far behind, I do apologize. I think that's the only thing we can mess with. Yeah. That's more up to YouTube than it is us. So, but we'll give it a go. We're not giving up on watch parties yet. Mm-hmm. So.
Yes.
Oh, Jordan's mom. Yeah.
I love it.
Gosh, so happy. So cool.
I think is that Jordan's fiance or
could be? Yeah, kind of looked like her.
I think she was just left hanging. Mama's excited.
As she should be. All right, here we go, Jordan. Jordan with the handoff to Jones, cutting upfield. Woo! All right, good. That should be a gain of about 7 or 8, depending on where they spot that. Nice cut up for Jones. Nice.
Better than the first one.
Amen. And hey, 13 is on the field. Dontavian Wicks getting some playing time in his first career game, first career drive. So really like to see that. With Christian Watson out, I do expect some mixes of wide receivers today.
Got Toure out there.
Yeah, it's not going to be just this clean cut like, oh, this dude goes in for Watson. It's going to be very Wicks, Reed, Toure. Like, it's going to be everybody doing different things. 2nd and 3, Jones cutting left, going up. And I think he's going to be just short out the left boundary. Yeah, it looks like, depending on the spot, it's going to be close.
3rd and 1 is what we're calling it right now.
Just ask people not to spoil. Yeah, thank you, David. Please don't spoil for us. We're behind. Mick, have you taken a deep breath and calmed down? Has Jordan Love calmed? I live in one state of excitement, Mick. And 2, Jordan's, they're not asking him to throw much thus far on drive number 1. And I don't know as if it's intentional, like we don't want Jordan to throw. I think it's just they're going to run a lot today until the Bears prove they can stop the run. So Jordan Love so far looks just fine. Hand off to Jones. Jones for another gain of about 8. See, that's what I mean. Like the Bears last year, I talked about this in the pregame or the preview. Bears last year were awful at stopping the run. Like, I mean, we talk about how bad the Packers are at stopping the run. The Bears are right there with them. And they did add 2 new inside linebackers. 3/4 of their defensive line is new, at least of the starters. And yet, who they added, I'm not convinced are going to be these great run stoppers. The inside linebackers absolutely are. But the reforms that they did to the defensive line didn't speak like, we're going to be a great run stopping team. So I expect the Packers to run the ball a lot today. Rolling out left, Love buying a little bit of time, and we got a mess of bodies there as Wicks gets wrapped up on the ground and complete. All right, going to be 3rd and 2 now for Green Bay. So they're sitting about the 12.5-yard line at this point, from what I can see. Yeah, thereabouts. 3rd and 2. Another handoff to Jones. He's got a lane. There we go. Gains about 7 up to the 5-yard line. Packers going to have 1st and goal. Boy, they are relying on Jones this first drive. Connie saying, it's hard to watch a game by yourself. My better half is in Wisconsin visiting his mom. Nice to have a group to talk with. Oh, well, we're very, very glad you're here, Connie. Yes. Yeah. Very glad you stopped by. All right. So it looks like we got an injury now for the Bears. It's being looked at. Now we're going to commercial. All right. So, I mean, hey, Packers on the 5. It's time to change this ticker I got running along the bottom of the video. Time to soon enough to get that updated and get the Packers on the scoreboard here.
1st and goal.
Mm-hmm. So, just a quick programming note for everyone who's here or catches this after the game or whatever. Now that the regular season is going, I'm going to be going back to I swear I'm doing it this time, the actually normal Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule that Lombardi Time Brews normally has. But soon enough, we are going to be doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday shows. Then we're also going to be doing, in addition to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday shows, we're going to be doing weekly Q&As. Still got to figure out the format of that. So there may be 4 to, with watch parties too, like 5 to 6 pieces of content every single week coming from us now. But in terms of like the pre-recorded shows, that's going back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I promise. Yeah, I've been doing more lately, but it's going back. All right, David, what you got, David? David saying, I agree with that. My wife left me this summer after 23 years. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that, David. But at least for Packer games, I'm glad you're here. Glad glad you're talking, but I hope you're doing okay. So let's get this rolling. Of course, got an injury to slow it down.
Yep.
And in case you're wondering, the Brewers are in the bottom of the 11th now. Yankees up to bat, and they got bases loaded with 2 outs for the Brewers. So Brewers, they could hang on. I like having both games on. And Brewers are going to 12 innings now. All right, here we go. Dylan in the backfield. Dylan getting the carry, going left and stopped for a loss. Man. And a loss of 1, maybe 2, depending on the spot. I think that was Edmonds, one of the Bears' new inside linebackers, on the tackle. And that would be exactly why the Bears signed 2 new inside linebackers to make plays like that. Because last year, they didn't make plays like that. So here we go. 2nd and goal from the 7.5. Love dropping.
What happened?
I think he just got mixed up in the line. Love dropped back, threw it basically into the line. O-line and D-line just went down. Like Gubbles saying Jones read the tweets. Gubbles, I hope you're not spoiling for us. Oh, it did hit Jones, but kind of at the same time as an offensive lineman. But yeah, with the exception of that play, Aaron Jones has looked spry this drive thus far.
3rd and goal. Come on.
3rd and goal, 7.5. Reed in motion going to the left. Love with the snap. And Love finding.
Hey,
touchdown, Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. The Cowboys saying no spoils, just E running hard. Yeah, that's right. It's true. And then David, thanks, Connie. It was so unexpected but fine moving forward with the Packers. Hey, I am glad to hear that, David. I'm just glad you're doing okay. But Dobbs streaking across the back of the end zone, and Love finding him. We will take that all day, every day, forever and ever. Amen. And now we got Carlson with the extra point. Yes. Fears alleviated, everyone. Carlson hits his first career extra point, and the Green Bay Packers are up 7-0. Yeah, that's right. Update that ticker. 7-0. Yeah, we're learning. We might not be the smartest, but we're learning.
Right.
We got it.
We have some tech.
Yeah.
Not all the tech, but some of the tech.
Yeah. We're happy this way. So 7-0 Packers. It wasn't the easiest drive from 40 yards out, but hey, it was a drive we will take
and
every single time.
Touchdown from Jordan Love.
Yes, indeed. The Love era has officially begun. Commando saying woohoo. Yes, indeed. You know what? I'm going to say this. Okay. Obviously, I want the Packers to win. But this offseason has been more contentious between Packers and Bears fans than I ever recall seeing. There are a lot of Bear fans out there who now feel like the ghost of Rodgers is finally gone. It's ours to take. And they're speaking about it, right? And, whatever. God bless them. But the thing is, I don't want the Packers to lose because I don't want to deal with them. That's it. There are some Bears fans who have been on the channel all along who are just wonderful, who just like learning about the Packers content. They're very polite. But y'all have seen them in the comments. They hop onto the channel, and then they're just straight up rude, and then they leave. And those are those are not the people that I'm here for. Those are not the people that I enjoy. And frankly, I know if the Packers lose this game, I'm going to deal with 1,000 of them this week. So we seem to get a bit closer after the injury timeout. I only cheered for about 20 seconds before you saw it. Well, that's good. We're giving you elongated cheers. Like, that's all, Connie. We want to extend your happiness by making you cheer longer. That's it.
You cheer with the Packers and then you cheer with us.
Yeah, see, it's just joy all the way around. I still am sorry about the delay.
We'll try and make it better. Stay tuned for next week.
Yes. Yeah, next week going against Atlanta. And yes, that is a noon game next week. Mick saying 71 will improve his blocking from the first to the fourth quarter of this game. Watch for it. I love that, Mick. I love it. You know, the only play that I noticed Myers on this first drive was, I think it was like the very first snap where Jones and he kind of collided. But I think Myers, the snapping thing all camp was concerning, but in terms of blocking, I think sometimes Myers has gotten a little bit of a worse reputation than he's deserved.
Right.
And Scott returning it up to the 30-something for the Bears.
With seemingly no flags. That's surprising.
That's good.
Yep.
That's good.
I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, this was they're just replaying the touchdown now from Love to Doubs. I mean, that was a really nice play. The open of the field, or the middle of the field, opened well for Doubs. Just nice all the way around by the Packers offense there.
All right, defense.
So Bears taking over with the ball on the 34 after a pretty quality return. And Fields rolling right. And uh-oh. Yeah, nice little completion there. Savage and Shire were the defenders closest to the receiver on that one. Bears now having a meltdown, LOL. Yeah, let's keep that going.
Right.
That's highly preferable compared to the alternative. Hey, Janelle, you're an entire play behind me. You know, okay. We're sorry. All right. Herbert running right. Yep. Yeah, I know, Janelle, if you just joined us, Connie's been mentioning the same thing. Apparently got a little bit better after the injury timeout. We have like one setting that we can mess with for next week to try to get it like a smaller delay. But other than that, it's pretty much up to YouTube. So any delay, I'm really sorry. We are going to try to screw with it for week 2. But sorry. As I said to Connie, we're extending your joy. When the Packers score, you get to cheer for longer. Jim saying special teams tackling is starting to make me a little nervous. Well, yeah, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Another, you got to get him out.
Ooh.
Herbert with the catch, and Nixon and the other defender there allowed Herbert to stay in bounds and just keep on skirting down the field a little bit for a first down. Yeah, they gave him the first. I shove him out as soon as he gets the ball. Not quite sure what the defense was thinking there, unless they just lost place where they were on the field, but just shove him out and end that thing before the first. So not totally sure what happened there. Fields now in shotgun. You got it. Thank you.
Janelle saying that was bad tackling. Agreed.
I don't get what they were doing, Janelle. Shove him out. You're close enough to the line, but he just kind of floated right on by.
Got a flag.
Yeah, I want to see this replay on the play to Herbert. So Herbert goes left. Yeah, looks like it was Quay and Nixon. Yeah, Herbert gained like a good extra 2 yards there because Nixon tried to tackle instead of just push. He's on the sideline. Just push him out. So, first and 15 for the Bears, and we have another penalty. This is so exciting.
Nice.
Hey, another false start. We're going to back it up to a 1st and 20 now for Matt Eberflus's Bears. We'll take that all day. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bodies all over for the Bears. 1st and 20. Bears going empty back with Fields the only person. Oh, and now we got motion. I think that's Foreman motioning behind.
Oh, Fields running.
Fields running. Campbell and Walker running with them. Jair steps up, makes
Very
the
nice.
play by getting him out of bounds. And now we got a fight.
Oh,
Woo!
boy.
On the Bears side, we got pushing. We got shoving TJ Slayton in there. Oh, yeah. Don't mess with TJ Slayton. That's a big boy.
Jair's in the back. I can just imagine Jair just being in the back. Yeah. Just like, I'm not going to join the fight, but I'll just like.
Yeah, right.
Push comments going.
Let big TJ Slayton run in there and fight the fight, and Jair can just stand in the back. Yeah,
you suck.
Yeah.
What he said.
Yeah. So, I mean, that wasn't really an egregious push of Fields out of bounds, but jeez.
Like
DJ Moore.
Bears got mad.
Yeah, they did. But DJ Moore shoving Jair down after Jair shoved Fields out of bounds.
That wasn't rough.
Nah, it was bad. And then DJ
I'm
Moore
sure he was
kind of cheap shotting Jair from the side too. It wasn't a hard shove, but still Jair went down.
He was saying, or like his thinking was that Fields was already going out of bounds.
Okay, I don't care.
He ain't out of bounds.
I don't care. And I mean, this should be on the Bears if they go with who started it. Yeah, so they're going to be offsetting personal fouls instead for the Bears and Packers. So, yeah. All right, so nothing going to happen, and we're going to get a 2nd down. I just want to see a replay of Slayton just coming barreling in.
I just love Jair in the
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, get him.
You just know his mouth. You just know that he was just egging everybody.
And especially Jair's super distinctive voice. Like, I love his voice. I can just hear it. All right, so we got Bears with the single back of the backfield shotgun, Fields with the snap.
Almost.
Completion off to the left. I think that's going to be Foreman. None of the Bears have really, really long hair. That makes it really hard to tell, but I think 21 is Foreman for them. Their new running back.
David saying, I like your commentary. The color analyst is excellent.
Thank you, David. Thank you. That's you. Your color. Thanks.
Don't know much about football, but
we can talk about a fight on the sidelines. Sure.
I know some of the players. I know how they be. I know Jair's back there.
All right. So Fields now 5 of 5 for 66. And if you see what the Bears are doing offensively, it's a ton of sweeps, tons of quick outs. Very, there's another one. Wide receiver screen, except now that's going to be incomplete since the receiver dropped it. We'll take that. And I think that's Claypool with the drop. So, hey, you know what? Like, we'll take that. It's the Bears. This is going to be their offense this year. I talked in the preview show about, it was tipped by Anik Barre. Cool.
Very nice.
About how, like, they were very unsuccessful last year at trying to push the ball down the field. They did it very often, and it created some highlights. But in terms of how many did they actually get, it was low compared to the number that they tried. And so I think, like what we saw in the preseason for the Chicago Bears, and that's good from 47. So Bears are on the board. It's going to be a lot of screens, outs, quick passes. The Bears want to use their speed and athleticism and get Fields easy completions. And that is exactly what we are seeing to this point for the Bears offense. And that's Luke Getsy's, like, that's what Luke Getsy does, is he's an orchestrator of quick passes. And it's working.
Connie, I see you got it almost together. I'm proud of you.
All right. We're trying, Connie.
And
we're not doing anything, but we're trying.
And I've already tipped it. That's
right. Yeah, we saw it a little bit
Get your hands
after.
in there.
Yeah. All right, let's update our fancy new ticker.
Right. Sound effects are unnecessary. What did I do?
What did you do?
I don't know. My mouse didn't work anymore.
Yeah, no, you're good. There you go. Hit that. There we go.
There we go. Like I said, we don't have the best tech, but we got tech.
7-3. You know, for how this first quarter is going, Packers running the ball a lot, having good success with it, except for the couple negative plays that were just ugly. Yeah. But overall, having good success running the ball. The Bears are executing a very quick pass game plan. Like, I'm going to say thus far, this is very per expectations where we are in the first quarter. Both teams are behaving pretty much like exactly up to expectation. The one bonus for the Packers is when they shut down those 3rd and 4th down sneaks that the Bears did, because that
was amazing.
That is not something last year that would have happened 100% of the time.
I mean, we couldn't defend the run at all.
No, and especially sneaks. It just seems like we never got good enough push on sneaks to stop it. It was so rare. And now, I mean, to have 2 back-to-back like that must have been a huge confidence boost for the Packers. The other thing that I'm going to say here quick, too, before we get back to the game is, in the first quarter, we talked about how the Packers have been awful in week 1 for a couple of years now, especially the first quarter. They just come out, I hate to say it, but almost lackadaisical. They come out like just calm, too calm. And it is good to see this team play with some vinegar right off the bat, play with some zest. See Jair pissed even. And glad to see that. Oh, that's really cool. So that's offensive line coach Luke Butkus with his uncle, NFL Hall of Famer Dick Butkus. What a nice moment for them. That's really cool. And I talked about it a little bit on Twitter. I don't know if I mentioned it on the channel much during the preseason, but if you ever get to training camp, watch Luke Butkus for a little while. Very old school hands-on coach who will pull his guys aside one by one and either scream at them or calmly talk to them. I really love his coaching style. It's really cool to see.
David's saying, remember, they don't have Rodgers slowing everything down. That is true. Though I have noticed Love has learned, not so much in this game, but from what I've seen in the preseason and everything else, he's definitely learned the Rodgers take it to the end of the clock. The snap clock.
I would say it's just not as consistent. Yeah. Because Rodgers was like every freaking play.
Yes.
But here we are. I mean, a first down, and Love is going to snap it. Damn it, Love was going to snap it.
That's what I mean. It's not the you can count on it.
That was well behind Heath, incomplete.
It's not that you can count on it like Rodgers.
Something's wrong.
But it definitely, there are times when he
where Love takes
really
it down.
Push it.
Yeah.
And there were a couple years of Rodgers where it was problematic because when he was supposed to take it down to the end, but then snap it.
Well, and the reason why Rodgers would always do that is because he would attempt to get as much information from the defense as possible.
Right.
Sit there longer. The Bear or the defense is going to make adjustments. What the? So quick toss to Dylan gets just extinguished in the backfield. That's a loss to 2 or 3. Just a quick out, and number 91 for the Bears just walked right around the side and brought Dylan down all by his lonesome. So, I mean, I get why Rodgers would do it, but man, as a fan watching it, just brutal. And it cost us way too many timeouts.
3rd and 15.
3rd and 15. Love calling everyone back into a modified huddle to adjust something. Then now they're going up to the line. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Come on. You got to get this off. There we go. Snap. Love quick.
Nice.
To Musgrave for his first career catch. Not nearly enough for the first.
Nope, but.
Gain of about 7. So they trimmed it in half, but not nearly enough for the first down. And we are going to see Daniel Whalen make his first career punt. The Irishman coming in for his first career punt in the NFL.
And our first career punt at the NFL.
Well, yeah.
Not every time.
Trent Taylor back to return.
Come on, special teams. Getting a little close.
Come on. Get down there. Don't let him return this.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Trip him up.
All right. We at least tripped him. If you're wondering about the Brewer game, they are now in the bottom of the 12th, 3-3. That game's going for a while.
Connie's saying, kick it 60 yards.
Talking about the punter or the kicker? Because honestly, either one for the Packers can do it now. I mean, Carlson can. We might see a 60-yard field goal this year from Carlson. He's got that leg, man. But yeah, punter. Okay, thank you, Connie. Yeah, that is the one thing with Whalen, and I think why the Packers just, they were willing to pass over O'Donnell, even though O'Donnell did some of the technique of punter better. Whalen's leg, they couldn't get past that temptation to keep Whalen around, and I don't blame him. I mean, he can boot it. So here we go. Fields in shotgun again. Tons of shotgun for the Bears, and another quick pass out to the left on a halfback sweep. And Darnell Savage making the tackle in the backfield. That's going to go down as a good 4 or 5 yard loss. Savage.
That was great.
Savage read that like a book and actually made the one-on-one tackle. Nice job, Darnell Savage.
Loss of 7.
Loss of 7. Oh, goodness. So 2nd and 17 for the Bears, and they are going to let the clock run out. We're done with the first quarter. Done. Stop the game. Stop the count. 7-3. Packers in the lead. Let's get going to the second quarter now.
We're done. That's it. Game over.
We can tell you it's a 1-quarter watch party.
Right.
What's that? Was it Dempsey that it kicked 64 yards? Dempsey. Well, I know for sure. I don't know if he's still tied. I know Tucker's up there with the NFL record of field goal now. He's at least tied the record if it's not his now. And then the other one that at least I remember was Jason Elam. Off time, I had the old kicker for the Broncos for a long time. I know he for sure held the record for a while, or at least tied it. And then Tucker in the last couple of years kind of got up there too. Yeah. 2020 Savage makes an appearance. You ain't kidding. Like, I was like, that was nice by Savage. And they got to see that version of him consistently. But hey, he made the play. All credit where it's due. So.
Had a stub foot.
Dempsey had a stub foot?
All I can think of is Patrick Dempsey, the actor from Grey's Anatomy.
I don't think that's what he's referencing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't know anything about that. I'm gonna have to look into that, David.
Kind of saying blitz, blitz, blitz. Come on, defense.
Mm-hmm. Come on, D.
Yes, right.
Come on. You know Fields is just gonna throw it like an out to his running back for like cover that.
Or run.
Yeah, or run. All right, here we are. Nope, still more commercials. Got to get that money. Got to get that money, honey, for the NFL.
Oh, dear.
What's up?
I'm supposed to lose.
Oh, your fantasy team is sucking it up.
I know.
Yikes,
my
honey.
bench is doing fantastic.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. You know, not everybody can win week 1. But the Packers can.
Here we go. Sorry.
It's not help that I'm going after the worst person.
I know. If you're watching, I'm sorry, John.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Like Evans, I'm ready to be hurt again. Amen. Amen. What's the fun if you're not? Right? Get invested. Get hurt. 2nd and 17 for the Bears. Yeah, Justin Fields 6-7 because he's just throwing it to the side mostly. But 2nd and 17. And Fields ducking through the line, breaking a tackle. We got a flag as well. Okay, Savage kind of patting him as he's on the ground. Nice couple yard gain for Fields on the scramble.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
David saying Dempsey didn't kick soccer style. I think he was the 60s Raiders.
Okay, so I mean, did he do drop kicks with a stub foot? I don't know. I'm very genuinely going to have to look into this, David. I am not familiar.
Kicked with a flat-fronted boot.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I got to look into that.
Oh.
Illegal contact on Jair. Jair, what'd you do? Really? Really? That's weak. Weak. Jair did not exactly alter his path.
Kick field goals.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was looking at that. I'm very curious now.
Second down.
All right. Second down. Yeah, there is Luke Gessie, former Packer coach. Fields again pitching it to the right. This time it's Foreman, who's brought down for what should be a 1-yard loss. I'm really happy defensively with the swarm that we're seeing from the Packers D thus far. They're doing it. It's working.
Yes.
Oh, Gino DK, man, I got him in one of my fantasy leagues. That's good. I'll take it.
Third and 7. So they didn't lose.
I guess. Really just a half yard. He's brought down behind the blue line. That's all I know. Third and Jair, the blitz.
Oh! Fields breaks free.
And gets the first down. Oh.
Jair could have just wrapped him up a little bit more. That would have been amazing.
I mean, that's the thing. Like with Justin Fields and his agility, his speed, if you're going to go at him, you better bring him down.
Yeah. Just too far.
And Jair, he just got his hands on him. He wasn't actually able to bring him down. And then Fields just got out and ran. Yeah, he broke Preston kind of brought him down at the end, but that is exactly what you can't do against Fields. I like the cornerback blitz, but Jair has got to square up and bring him down if it's going to work.
And another first down.
Foreman, the power runner, breaking some tackles. Nice 11, 12-yard carry-ish there for Foreman.
Seems as though the Bears are coming out of the first quarter angry.
Well, they're running harder, that's for sure. And that's Foreman's deal. I mean, he's a power runner. I think he set a career high in yards last year for Carolina after Carolina traded away Christian McCaffrey. Kind of like Herbert, just kind of an underrated runner. And he runs hard, as exemplified right there.
Replay shows a little bit of the interesting defensive or offensive line moves.
Fields with the...
Oh, come on.
Another broken tackle is DJ Moore. Just kind of disposes of Rudy Ford off to the side.
That was not
just bring him down. Campbell finished it off, but after another first down by the Bears.
Connie's saying, what's happened to our D-line?
I don't know. I'm going to be frank, Connie, right now. I'm more worried about our tackling. But they're just not.
All of it.
No penetration, no tackling right now. Bears are moving way too easily.
Throw for another first down, and nobody can bring him down. Goodness gracious.
All right, more with the quick slant. First down, Bears.
What is...
So my guess is there, because the slant happened right in front of Jair. My guess is that the Packers were in zone, and Jair was essentially handing him off to the safety there. But they left way too much of a gap in between Jair and the safety. I think it was Ford who was there.
Yeah.
That's an easy completion every single day of the week for the Bears if you leave that much space.
Janelle saying Ford missed 2 tackles on consecutive plays.
Yeah, really
messy.
Not okay.
Messy.
And the Packers are reverting back to this shoulder tackle garbage. Bring him down.
Connie agrees with you. Thank you, Connie.
Thanks, Connie. All right. So, I mean, that's like little play to commit. 10 dropbacks, 0 sacks, 1 knockdown. Cool. All right. So, Bears have got second and goal on the 4, it looks like. Fields hangs on to it. Luke Van Ness and pursuit. Luke Van Ness.
There we go.
Yes. Yes. The first round pick, the athletic monster, bringing Justin Fields down. You want part of the reason why they picked him? It's plays like this.
Absolutely.
And he wrapped him up and pulled him down. Yes, that is what Lucas Van Ness is here for.
Very nice. Very nice.
Beautiful. Beautiful. 3rd and goal. They lost about 7 on that. They're backed up all the way to the 11.
I love
that from Lucas Van Ness.
Connie's saying absolutely awesome.
It was.
That is right.
It was gorgeous.
Loch Ness.
So 3rd and goal. Fields.
Nice.
No flag. No flag. Woo. Okay. Rasul Douglas covering. I think that was Cole Kmet knocking it away.
It kind of looked like it bounced off a person. Ooh, yeah.
I mean, Douglas, like he's. Oh no, Douglas just stuck out his arm and got rid of that. Right on. Right on. Good coverage, Rasul, and it was indeed clean. It wasn't. He wasn't assaulting the receiver back there. So.
And we are now forcing a field goal.
Another field goal.
Very nice.
So they bent. It wasn't bend and break. It was the defense bent and cracked this drive.
And the field goal is good.
All right. So Bears cutting down into the Packer lead. 7-6 Green Bay, 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Hey, if you're wondering about the Brewer game, it's still going. Now in the top of the 13th, Brewers have got runners on 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Woo!
Mick saying powerful tackle.
Yeah, you're not kidding, Mick. That was the last few there were mighty good. Lucas Van Ness, that was high quality pursuit by Lucas Van Ness. And shout out to Rasul Douglas on the next play too. Like it looked initially on the live play that Rasul just straight up had his back turned to the quarterback, and that's a really good way to get a penalty. But on replay, no, he had his head turned and he just stuck out his arm and made the play. That was good by Rasul to make sure that wasn't going to be complete. So 7-6. Mick saying, how do you coach up the defense the next 5 minutes, coach? You know, the very first thing that I do, honestly, Mick, is I get that defense together and I remind them who they're going against. The Bears are full of power runners or agile, quick twitch guys. Neither type is easy to bring down. So enough with the shoulder tackle garbage. Bring them down, period. And I would use rookie Lucas Van Ness as the classic example. He made that play right there towards the end of the drive. If the rookie can do it, y'all can do it. And Jair, I know you're afraid of stubbing your fingers, but stick out your hands and make the plays. The other thing that I would say is they need to tighten up their zones defensively. They haven't been tested much because the Bears are constantly going like sideways with their offense, then pursuing upfield. They're not pushing the ball vertically so much. But nonetheless, like that quick slant play to DJ Moore was very concerning because you could tell what the defense was trying to do. But neither defender got even close to the receiver. Any NFL quarterback and receiver are going to make that play 10 out of 10 times because there's not even a challenge defensively. So tighten that up and start challenging these receivers. And that doesn't mean that you have to get over aggressive in their face, but it does mean you at least have to step up into plays like that. You can't get caught kind of flat-footed and back. So we are back in the game, at least for our feed now.
Kind of asking, how's Gary doing? I haven't noticed him.
Neither have I, to be honest, Connie. I haven't, nothing he's done has stood out as of yet. I do see the Packers are utilizing a pretty heavy rotation at edge right now. I've seen Hollins on the field, obviously LVN. My guess is that they are just quick rotating a lot of guys through the edge spot.
Commando saying, bend, but don't break. Boy, do I hate that, but we'll take it.
I don't know. I feel the same way, Commando. Like, I understand that concept, but it seems like a very risky way to play defense. It always has. just once, I'd love to see a Packer defense that actually dictates what happens on the field rather than allows it to come to them. What in the world? Quick wide receiver screen to Doubs, kind of a screen, kind of just a quick out, but the throw was behind him. Doubs adjusted, made the catch, but gain of 1, maybe.
Elvian, the first labor Hercules.
Right. Every single time he makes a play, it's a new labor, right? Until we can say he has finally arrived as the Loch Ness Monster.
Second and 9.
Second and 9. Wow. Crowded backfield. Only one out wide for Green Bay. And then we got a whole bunch of bodies in the backfield with Love. And it winds up being a handoff to
A.J. Dillon trucking it out.
Nice.
Looks like it could be a gain of 5.
Yeah.
Oh, they're calling it. I like it.
Gain of about 7, so 3rd and 3 for Green Bay now. Mick saying our line is power blocking. Yeah, they really are. They really are. Now, I mean, I don't want to add a sad caveat to that, but the Bears front isn't the most penetrating. So if they're going to ever look like a line, like power team, this is the game to do it in. And they very much are. The offensive line looks great thus far. 3rd and 3, Love dropping back. And it looked like he found Reed, but somehow that pass got broken up.
What?
All right.
So just got his hand in there.
Bears defender stuck a little hand in. I mean, yeah, I mean, you would have liked to see Love throw that a little quicker. He could have thrown it a little bit lower just to make the defender make the play. But I mean, Reed's got to haul that in too. Whoa! Whalen. Hey, that's why he's here. Booting it all the way back for a touchback. So Bears going to take over with the ball. 7:16 left in the second quarter.
Janelle saying 3rd and out, not much rest for the defense.
Yeah, they got to help their defense.
Yeah.
That's that was not the best drive offensively for the Packers. And frankly, it's been a couple drives since we've seen. And I don't know. They got to get going offensively. Mm-hmm. And like I was saying too, they're running the ball pretty well. Offensive line is blocking well. But what I haven't seen yet for the Packers is basically what the Bears are doing for Fields. Very quick, high percentage throws. I know Love doesn't have exactly many yards per completion right now, and he's not slinging it 40 yards down the field. But at the same time, the Bears are finding ways to get Fields quick completions that then they're trying to get basically yak yardage with it. And the Packers, they're not doing the same thing. And I would think in Love's first real new era start that they would want to do the same thing. Quick passes, high percentage completion throws, get his confidence up, get him going. But we're not seeing it yet. I think that's the reform the Packers offense needs to do. They got to get quicker, basically. Oh. Yeah, wow. We are at a little over an hour of game time, and we're halfway through the second. America's Game of the Week. More commercials.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, offensively, I feel like the Packers have got to go quicker. Defensively, I don't think anything has been that big wrong defensively for the Packers thus far. It's just they got to tackle. They got to wrap up. And hey, look at that. The Brewer game is done. In the bottom of the 13th, the Yankees smack something to the wall and pick up the victory over the Milwaukee Brewers.
Kind of saying, is Chicago stacking the box or too high safety or something in between?
At first glance, it feels like something in between. They don't feel very far back. From what I've been able to tell thus far, they've been mixing man and zone.
Nice
There we
stop.
go.
There we go.
Razul with the run stop on
Like
Herbert, finishing off the tackle too. That was nice. But yeah, to get back to your point, Connie, I wouldn't say that the Bears have been leaning one way or the other in terms of extremes. Oh, there's Rashawn. They don't look overly far back, and they also don't look like they're stacking all that often. When the Packers have come out in their power O formations, then it looks like Chicago is stacking, but not overly. I think the Bears defense is kind of letting the Packers come at them. Fields dropping back, and Fields escapes, gets out to the left, and gains a bunch. Not quite a first down yet, though.
A first down and a flag on the play.
Of course there is.
Like Campbell is saying, Aaron Jones still exists, Packers. Let's go. I agree.
Yeah, he does, right?
I don't want another season of an under usage of Aaron Jones.
And I mean, just like Chicago's using Herbert and Foreman, do some quick sweep completions to Jones. Like, get the ball in his hands in space.
Got a flag on Chicago.
Oh, yeah. Braxton Jones with the hold all over Justin Hollins. Can't do that. That's a bad thing. So back it up. That's not going to count.
2nd and 20. What I like.
And then I see we missed one to make it looks like Watson's speed can widen the passing lanes. Yeah, that's partly why they miss Watson, right? But at the same time, unlike last year, they do have Musgrave. They have Reed. Like, they have speed. Is it as fast as Watson? No. But is it enough speed to do the same effect? Yeah, like it is. And we haven't seen it to this point. They're just not opening things up yet.
Incomplete pass from Fields, making it 3rd and 20.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, Lord, Fields is fast. That is accurate.
Yeah, right. Like, insanely fast. Yeah.
Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Too many missed tackles by the defense again.
Oh, and Fields evades all the stuff.
But gets brought down by... Okay.
So it's 3rd and 20. Fields evaded a bunch of tackles, a bunch of sack attempts, and gained some, but not nearly enough for the first. So the Chicago Bears are going to be punting.
Kind of saying, go after him.
Yeah. They did that play, at least the last play we saw. But again, like Wyatt got in there, and Fields, I understand how freakishly fast he is. Like, I get it. But Wyatt's like 300 pounds. He is a wider human being than Justin Fields. Square up. And Fields steps to the side, makes it so that like the Packers are having to do these arm tackles. He did it to Jair. He did it to Wyatt. They have got to essentially like widen themselves, like stick out their arms before they even get there. They have got to square up. Fields is evading from them way too much. And I know it's what Fields does. Like, I get it. What I'm saying is way easier said than done.
It is what makes him a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
But there's also no excuse. Like, when you're a big defensive lineman who's got a clean shot on a quarterback and he's able to just step to the side of you, it's not okay. You have to affect the play more than inconveniencing the quarterback. So
Maddie's saying he looks even faster when the Bears are cheating.
I don't know. Any success that the Bears have is cheating. That's what I'm saying.
Maddie's saying he got away.
Yeah, he did. He
is agile as heck.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt about that. It's like you said, it's why he's good.
Yeah.
But you can counteract that with good technique.
Yeah.
And that is what we have not yet seen from the Packers defense. Hey, you know what, though? I did see, I think it was John Kuhn put out a picture on Twitter earlier And just watching the game, the Soldier Field looks so much nicer than we've seen Soldier Field look in a while. Like the quality of the grass, we're now nearing halftime, and it doesn't look like a war zone on their grass. That's a massive improvement for what Soldier Field has been as the Packers have been there over the recent years. So, I mean, that's cool. This looks like a much nicer playing surface for the team. And then goes a long way for guys like David Bakhtiari, Rashawn Gary, guys who have some creaky knees or recovering knees. Goes a long way to be playing on a quality grass surface, and it looks much better.
Get ready for these graphics all year.
All year. All the Jordan Love headlines.
Mick saying Bo Melton can streak down the field if activated. With Watson injured, I'm surprised he isn't playing 10 pass plays and 10 ST plays.
Yeah. The only thing that I'll say about Bo Melton, I mean, he absolutely has that speed. I just don't know the status of his injury. I remember at the end of camp, Dylan with the drop. That's not helping your quarterback, AJ. But I just don't know the health status of Melton. I mean, I know he was retained on the practice squad. I don't know as if he's completely back yet to where they would have activated him for this game. They haven't said anything about it. So it's possible he's fully healthy and they just said, okay, Doubs is at least going to play. So we're going to see what we got with 5 wide. Or Melton's just not yet ready yet. He's still recovering. Okay. Little completion. Just a little guy for a few yards there.
Kevin saying, I agree on Soldier Field. All right, let's go, fam. I'm thinking Musgrave goes 4 catches for 60 yards and a tutty this possession.
I'm down.
I agree.
I'm down with it.
Sounds great.
Hey, Musgrave's on the field. You stand a chance. Let's go. I want to see Musgrave rip it down the seam. That's what I want to see. He's got the speed. He's got the athleticism. Get him the freaking ball. All right, 3rd and 6. Jordan Love in an empty backfield, and he's not going to take the snap yet. There it is. There's the snap. Got to find somebody. Yes! Nice. Across the middle, Samori Toure.
Very nice.
Shout out to you, Janelle. Toure got himself a catch. Shout out to you, Janelle. I'll give you full credit where it's due.
Like Kevin was saying, NFL showing the Rodgers saga. My partner, who is only passively into football, he's gone. Who cares? I agree.
I know.
I love that.
I know. I mean, you knew, especially in Love's first game, they're going to talk about it. Like, I get it.
This is going to be the thing that is said
all
season,
just
like last year with Watson's dropped catch.
Oh, and then the comparisons. We're going deep. We're going deep. And we're going too deep.
Far.
Okay. And completes Toure.
But it's going to be, it's
going to be here.
It's going to be
the same
awful story with 5 different graphics across the entire season.
Well, I just wait until week 4 when they put up Rodgers' stat line versus Love's stat line. It's gross. I'm just gonna hate it so much.
Yeah. And Manny's laughing at us. Like Kebble's Walker was in at tight end.
I'll take it. With Mercedes Lewis gone, you might as well use Walker like that. I didn't catch that. Really good catch, but I'm 1,000,000% in favor of that.
All right, we got a 2nd and 10.
And a handoff to Dylan. Dylan cutting back. Dylan gains about 5.
5 or 6, yeah. Janelle saying, Toure, he's so good.
I knew we'd hear from you, Janelle.
Yeah, Connie's saying, Toure.
Toure.
And Connie's saying, Love is not kicked in yet.
No, he hasn't yet, right? Like, he's maybe beginning to start to find a rhythm, but we're not there yet. We're just not.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm hoping the second half
So
here.
Bears playing up close to the line on the left, or the Packers have got kind of a bunch. Love rolling right.
Running.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Avoided
Okay.
people and pull down. About a 2-yard gain. Nice evasion to avoid the 2 guys there.
Yeah,
But
and no loss of yards. Probably gained maybe 2.
yeah, he gained about 2.
Oh. protect yourself.
Yeah, I mean, oh, nobody open at all.
Wow. Mick saying, I want to see a rookie catch a pass.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Or no, Musgrave had one like little
Yeah,
one earlier,
yep.
but going for it on fourth.
All right.
Fourth and four. Come on, pull them off. Pull them
We
off.
got Aaron Jones in. Come on.
And yeah, okay. So they
oh, there's a flag.
Yeah, it's delay a game.
Okay.
They tried the old Rodgers, 4th and 4, line it up there, see if you can get him to jump for a free first down. If you can't get him to jump, you just take the delay a game because you're punting anyway, so it's 5 yards. Yeah, so some things never change. And so we are going to see another punt.
Can I stand there and too high when it's obvious passing down?
Yeah, and I mean against Love, that's going to be a given until he shows he can beat it. We're going to see that all year. A lot of too high going to be going against Green Bay a lot. Yeah, I know that there was a lot of talk in the offseason, Connie, about like teams are going to stack the box against Green Bay. I have a feeling the preseason kind of dispelled those notions. And Watson being back will help further with that. But the speed that the Packers have, I don't think the teams are going to let themselves kind of be open to that on passing downs. We're still going to see a ton of too high to make sure that Love can't beat them over the top. And we're going to continually see that until Love starts making some completions against it, which, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily expect in this first half. Yeah, Love is looking good. 8 for 11 for 95 yards. The vast majority of those completions are, right next to him, which is honestly what I wish I would see Green Bay do a little bit more. But Bears taking over with the ball on about the 5. Nice. Another run stop for Green Bay. Could have been, a couple yards further back, but hey, we'll take it. Looks like maybe a gain of 1 for the Bears for Herbert. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Connie likes the punt inside the 1.
Mm-hmm.
And LeKebble saying Jones quarter coming up. I hope so. But yeah, I never believed in the modern NFL team will truly commit to stacking the box.
I just can't see it, right? The only case that I could make for it, and Arizona actually played well today, but today, Arizona trotting out the quarterbacks they did in Doubs and they threatened to play Clayton Tune all week and stuff like that, even no one believed that. So I just any NFL quarterback that proves that they have a live arm is not going to face that often of a stack box. I'm completely with you. I think it's just it's not a thing you do in the modern NFL because receivers are too freaking athletic. And if the quarterback can even remotely get the ball down the field to them, you're just going to get caught with your pants around your ankles too often defensively. So the Bears do seem to be switching it around a lot and kind of doing exactly what you expect. Obvious running down, they're stacking the box more. Obvious passing down, they're going too high. We're seeing what you would expect. And the Packers are not doing well enough counteracting it yet.
I think you brought out field stats. Jordan is 6 for 12.
It's not great, Bob. Yeah, like I was saying, I Fields, partly why his completion percentage is so high right now is because look at earlier in the game. How many of those throws were just right sideways to him? Yeah. Right.
And for no real gain of yards.
And then they were trying to use their athleticism, get yak, etc. But, you know what I mean? With a quarterback who historically has struggled throwing the ball down the field, it's been a pretty smart approach for the Bears, especially when the Packers got into their funk of forgetting how to tackle. So the thing for Green Bay that I'd like to see more of is get him into a rhythm like the Bears have done with Fields, get him some completions, just get the ball moving. And I know there's risk to that because just like the Packers have stopped it a bunch, the Packers have stepped up and stopped some of those passes for losses, but you're not going to do that every time. The Bears defense isn't capable of it either. So get him some completions to just get into more of a rhythm because they just kind of feel rhythmless right now for the Packers. every play right now feels very, very isolated. Doesn't feel part of a succinct kind of plan to attack the Bears. It's here's this play. Okay, it worked or didn't work. Here's this play. Okay, it worked or didn't work. Now they got to get into a flow, and we haven't seen it yet. Herbert cutting left, first down Bears.
Mick saying good first half as the team's QB, and just saying that Jordan Love is developing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like chastise Love and say that it's been a bad half. I don't think it has been at all. I just think that right now the overall game flow and probably the play calling isn't exactly doing him a lot of favors. And I'd like to see them change that up.
All right, Steve saying that need to be quicker to the line.
Can't hurt, but Love learned from Rodgers.
Yeah. Kind of saying we need halftime adjustments offensively, and that's something historically we aren't good at. Well,
yeah, I know, Connie. There's always hope.
Right?
And
it's a new year.
We're living on hope. Maybe it was Rodgers' fault. But yeah, I understand very much what you're saying, Connie. Halftime adjustments have not been the Packers' strength for years. And what better time than the present to start? See? Okay. That right there, that completion for Fields to number 11 for the Bears, that is exactly why you don't want to do those like immediate wide receiver screens.
And that's
exactly why play by Nixon too.
So many completions.
Jeez, I mean, to go through the blocker and bring down Mooney. Damn, Nixon, nice play. I just want to see it from the standpoint of like, get the ball into the receiver's hands. Use Jones like that. Get him into some space, which we haven't seen a ton of.
Use Jones in general.
Well, yeah, that too. But what do we got?
Mick saying the young team is ready to listen to coaching. Really?
By all accounts, they have been. Like, right? Like we've heard like little things the coaches have said in press conferences or whatever. Like the Packers are the youngest team in the NFL, and by all accounts, highly coachable to this point. And maybe that's it. Maybe
incomplete.
Are they going to call it a fumble? Either way, loss for the Bears.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that should be a few-yard loss going right into fourth down.
Nice. Getting your hand on that.
I don't know if they're going to call it a fumble or an incompletion. But there's Rashawn. John Gary, he's back. He's back and impacting the game. God, I love that man. But, I mean, that's the hope, right, Mick? And that's the best hope they got for halftime adjustments is that, one, the coaches actually enact them, and two, the players execute them.
Connie saying Nixon should lead tackle exercises at practice.
I wouldn't mind it. There you go. Reed with the punt return. All right. So Reed, not Nixon, getting this punt return, getting a few-yard gain. Packers going to take over the ball almost at midfield, minute 12 to go in the half.
Can I say nice play like Brooks?
Yeah. Brooks has been one who all camp long has been a very pleasant surprise. Like, even at the draft, you're talking about, like, he probably should have been drafted higher. Like, but he has consistently produced for the Packers thus far, and it's been really nice to see. And Lord knows it's the kind of player they could use on their D-line. So, 2-minute drill. 2-minute drills in camp and preseason have had mixed results for the Packers. So we're going to see what they trot out here, trying to increase their 7-6 lead over the Chicago Bears before we head into the first halftime of the year. Stuff dinging all over the place.
Reed has gotten, I think, the last couple punts.
Yeah, I mean, for sure he just took that last one, which is a notable change.
This, I think, is his second in a row.
And it could be, it could be something like if Nixon doesn't, or if Nixon plays the last snap defensively, then they give Reed the punt return. If Nixon doesn't play that snap, then he takes the punt return. It could be a mix. Yeah, like it could be a mix like that. It'll be interesting to see if the job is just going to Reed now. I mean, we've talked about how Reed was. It seemed like the Packers wanted to give away punts. Like they were good with Nixon doing kick returns, but they really wanted someone else to take punts. Toure got a bunch from him preseason. Reed got every chance in camp behind Nixon. So looks like maybe Reed's turn.
The Kibbles, we manifested the Joe Barry revenge season, friends.
We did. Off to a pretty good start. We will take it.
Though Captain Sane still playing too much.
Well, okay. Maddie, I very much get what you're saying, and I would agree almost every week except for this one. Against Justin Fields, you need to keep your defenders facing forward, right? I mean, in man coverage, most of the secondary naturally has to turn their back and follow the receiver, right? And with a quarterback as mobile as Fields, that's where he's just lethal. Because all of a sudden you get your whole secondary 20 yards down the field, and Fields gets an easy 10 on the scrambles every time. Against Fields, the way you can counteract that is by playing zone and keeping all of your defenders facing forward. And thus far, Fields has not killed them by running the ball, probably at least part in due to how much zone they've been playing. So on the whole, we'll see next week. In this game, I at least very much understand why they're doing what they're doing in terms of zone. Oh, okay, cool.
And I'm guessing, playing. Has White been playing?
Oh, yeah. He's been in there a bunch. They are doing some rotations on the D line, but he had the one where he nearly had Fields for a sack. Oh, we're going deep. We're
way too deep. Come on, love. Rein it in, man.
Anyway, yeah, White's been playing. He missed a sack earlier. Oh, he's so open.
Just too far.
I'm going to be really interested to see more of that. Did Musgrave slow up when he turned to look at Love? Did Love just straight up overthrow it? Regardless, that play's got to be made. Yeah. Musgrave was open. Now, maybe it wasn't on Love because Musgrave slowed up when he turned. Possible. Maybe Love just straight up overthrew it. Also possible. I don't know. Either way, that's a play that has to be made. There we go. Yes.
First down to Reed.
Jaden Reed.
But yeah, I mean, that's not the first overthrown ball today.
No. And that's one of Love's great deficiencies to this point in his career is deep ball accuracy. So there we go. Love. A little too quick. But what a nice play to Reed. Yeah, they're showing the replay now. Reed kind of cutting over.
Very nice. That
was beautiful. Not a perfect pass from Love either. No. Reed kind of had to go back a little bit.
Really had to correct that one, but.
Then the replay of the next one where Wicks just lunged.
Effort was there.
But hey, shout out to the pass blocking for the Packers again today. Line's mighty good.
Where are we going?
Come on. No!
First sack of the season.
I would appreciate it if no one points out that I just commended the O-line for excellent play and then they give up a sack. Sorry and thank you. Yeah, very, very little open there. And so Love did the dance, and down he went. 3rd and 18 now for Green Bay, and we got stuff going on. Timeout, Green Bay. I think timeout, Green Bay. I think that's what we got going on. Maybe with 4 seconds on the clock, they're just going to march out the field goal unit. Say, Carlson, go do what we drafted you to do. Go show off that big leg, young man. Connie, I erased my con. We don't need to be like that, Connie. When I say stuff, just let it flow.
It's an ongoing game.
And yeah, okay. So they're just going to trot out the field goal unit now. Carlson, I'm in your corner, buddy. Come on. Since 2006, my goodness, what a run for Mason Crosby. 52-yard attempt for the Rook. Yes.
beautiful.
That is why they drafted him. Woo! I'm so firmly in the corner of Anders Carlson.
So all
nice
you people,
kick, 10-6 at the half.
Everybody,
you know what?
Who is doubting? Take
27 rush yards, 74 pass yards. The thing is, like, not at all a perfect half, but a good enough half.
Yes.
That's for sure. In the lead, 10-6 at the half. There are adjustments to be made, things to improve, but winning a half is winning a half. They just need to keep it going.
Kind of saying a high hike to nice hold by Whelan.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he pulled it down well. That was really nice.
David saying, "You guys are very entertaining."
Thank you, David. Thank you.
Keep things interesting.
I see we got a couple up here too, I think, right?
Oh, yes. We got Kevel saying, "John, you're my homie. Your manifesting powers are too great. Careful there, brother."
I'm sorry. I must be like when Tony Romo, this first year doing play-by-play, when Romo was like all excited, and then he would say, "This is going to be a halfback dive right here, right here, right here," and then they would snap it, and then it would be a halfback dive, and then CBS was like, "Tony, you gotta stop.
Stop.
Like,
people are thinking you're fixing the game."
Well, just like you're ruining it. Like you can't predict everything. And I'm just you take the second half. I'll do color.
Oh boy, that's not what I'm good at. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the color. Kind of saying, we did what you want to do. Score before the half and gets the ball in the second half. That is
right. I mean, that's your chance to double dip. You now have a 10-6 lead. If they can march out, make some adjustments, and then go up 17-6, the second half looks radically different, right? But they have they got to get into tempo offensively. They have got to get some rhythm going. If it means quicker stuff, fine, so be it. But that's been my big thing offensively in the first half is every play seems isolated. It doesn't seem like a sequence of plays that are driving to a philosophy or anything like that. It's just play. Get into rhythm, get a flow going.
Yeah.
And then you should be able to move the ball against this Bears D easier than they have been to this point. I know the Bears D is better. I know they got new players. I get it. Still, they should be able to move the ball with more ease than at points than we've seen in the first half. And defensively, just freaking tackle.
Yes, we need some good tackles and some fire on the offense.
Yeah.
See, LaFleur needs to keep the pressure on both offensive and defense.
Yeah, I mean, when he was first hired, his big phrase was all gas, no break. Mm-hmm. And then in like year 3 of him being a coach, he developed a little break. And
you missed the bleep.
I did. We're a clean channel mostly. So I slip every so often. But he does. He absolutely does. Make the adjustments and keep the pressure on the Bears. You're winning. Act like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of saying they should do 2-minute the whole drive. No huddle. Absolutely.
I would love stuff like that. I get how difficult it is offensively to pull that off. Yeah. But like there is something to be said for playing in rhythm and constantly having to run up to the line and really just is that Tom Brady? Oh, it's the Patriots game. Yep. All right. Okay. It's like, why is he on the TV again? Oof. But I mean, I'm with you, Connie. Like, is it a sustainable? Oh wow, Mac Jones, that was pathetic.
Yeesh.
It's not sustainable to obviously never do no huddle, right? But to do a drive of no huddle, to try to get your quarterback into a rhythm, to try to catch the defense on its heels, to take advantage of a new defense, it's not the worst idea. I just don't think we're gonna see it. It's not very LaFleurian.
Steven saying, tough to tell from only
Steven.
Listening, but does it seem like off? Selection, are we leaning toward anything in particular?
From just like first blush, I don't think that they're overly leaning one way or the other. I'd love to see Aaron Jones on the field more. I'd always love to see Aaron Jones on the field more. But like I was saying a little bit ago, it's just the offense feels too segmented. It just doesn't feel like it's a like it's an actual flow of plays. It just feels like here's a play, it worked or didn't work. Okay, here's another play. It worked or didn't work. Oh, now we're in 3rd and 9. Okay, now we do this play. And I think that there's I think that the play calling has lent itself to that in the first half, and that should be pretty fixable. So we'll see if we can do that.
Peter's saying we must feed Aaron Jones in the second half.
To this point, Aaron Jones is dramatically more effective than A.J. Dillon, so give him the freaking ball. It's that easy.
Right? Mick saying I want all 3 tight ends to have a reception in the second half.
I'd love it.
No.
I'd love it. Use those tight ends. You got them for a reason. I don't think Kraft is seeing the field much from what I've seen, and that's very kind of up to expectation. Kraft did at times struggle throughout the preseason. He very much is the last tight end on the roster right now. So I don't know as if we're going to see a lot of Kraft, but frankly, for how involved Musgrave was in the preseason and in camp, he's not being overly involved right now. He's on the field a lot, but they're not calling plays with Musgrave's number. I don't know whose number they are calling, actually. Seems like a lot of Reed.
Captain saying more Musgraves down the seam, please.
That's what I'm saying. We're together. That's what I'm saying.
Steven saying safe plays that can understand letting 10 get his feet wet.
Yeah, and that's like right. I mean, look at what the Bears' offense is doing. Not that they're winning the game, like keep that in mind, but they have gotten Fields a lot of high percentage completion throws just to get him moving, get the offense moving. And I would not mind seeing a little bit of that from Love to open up half 2. Just get him the ball.
Kevin saying, I'm with the feed Jones sentiments too. Absolutely. I've been calling for more Jones. Hold on.
Yeah. And it's
Can
not,
this please be the season?
it's not even necessarily that Dillon is bad. It's just Jones is so superior. And in this kind of game, Jones is proving it. So give Jones the ball.
Yes, absolutely. We are proving that we need less power and more.
Yeah, to this game,
Flipping.
that's to be expected.
So put in Jones. Steven says, have we tried any pistol offense yet?
Not off the top of my head, I'm not recalling any. They did do kind of a modified pistol. There was one play in the first half where Love was in shotgun, and then they had basically like 3 individuals in the backfield with him. And it was kind of an odd formation, like just a modified I form off to the side. It was a weird bunch. But I believe that was 2 tight ends and a running back. So not exactly true pistol, but a certain take on it is we did see that for sure one snap that I know of.
Captain Maddie, I see you.
I'm with you. Captain Maddie. All right. It is halftime. So I'm going to disappear for a second because I need a refill for half number 2. Do you need anything?
So far, so good.
All right. We'll be back in a minute. Claudia, it's all yours.
Oh, dear. Kind of saying, I wouldn't mind a run play called Run from Love. You have so many possibilities. Just the possibilities are endless when you have Love as your lead of the Packers. Peter saying, love the way Hercules Van Ness chased and sacked Fields. He reminds me of a young TJ Watt. I mean, if he could lead on that trajectory, that would be pretty great. Greg, hello, Greg. Dillon is a very good back. Treat Jones like he's the primary back and best player on the team. No splitting carries. I really, really, really wish that we used Jones more. Dillon has his time and his place. And I don't think that his time and his place is in this game. If that makes sense. Kevin, Maddie agreeing. Van Ness looks amazing. Definitely a first round pick. Steven saying fantastic. Now the real reason to watch. Thank you, Steven.
Rude.
I don't know if you heard.
I can
John,
stop.
Captain Manning, well, really good anyways. And agreed, especially in Jones' last year of the contract. Right? I really hope that we continue to see Jones. I know that running backs contracts are a hot topic as of late, but I love Jones. I've always loved Jones. Give me some more Jones.
1 point of correction. Jones has 2 years left.
Oh, Jones has 2 years left.
Yeah, right, I'm
says,
back.
It's the smile. Hint, wink, wink.
Yeah, I can still hear what's going on just because I'm getting a new drink, Steven. Captain Matty, just one point of clarification. It probably is Jones's last deal because his cap number explodes next year to $17 million, which is astronomical for a running back, especially of Jones's age. So it's probably his last year, but they said that a lot coming into this year too, that it was probably going to be Jones's last year because his cap number went up. Then he took a pay cut. They restructured the contract, and here is Aaron Jones. So technically speaking, though, he is under contract for 2 more years. Just something to keep in mind. AJ Dillon, on the other hand, is in the final year of his contract right now.
Mick saying get 2 scores ahead and feed them both.
Yes. And what I would say is that is where AJ Dillon comes into play, right? Like, you get yourself a little bit of a lead. You use the dynamic playmaking ability of Jones. And then when you need to grind out the hard yards, keep the game going, close out the game, AJ Dillon's your closer. That's what I would love to see.
Steven saying, got mine.
Yeah, I can still hear stuff. Not that big of a place.
Captain Matty saying, use him up. He has a lot of complimentary play. Okay, if 2 years, then booster him up for a huge trade. Steven saying Jones seems like the type to work a deal. I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, he did this last offseason, right? I mean, he took a $5 million pay cut to stay in Green Bay. And he, even after that pay cut, and I do think it was partly a business decision. It was probably one of those, like, Green Bay saying, like, hey, we really don't want to lose you, but you do make too much money compared to the market. And Jones said, all right, so give me less. Took a $5 million pay cut. And then Jones even said, hey, I'm still making more money than I've ever made. I'm still at the top of the running back market, so I'm good. It's entirely possible they work out a new compromise with Jones to keep him in Green Bay. As of recent, Brian Gutekunst has said that he is the heart and soul of the team. Matt LaFleur has referred to him before as the engine of the offense, regardless of who's at quarterback. Aaron Jones is a Packer through and through, and I'm not sure the Packers, in spite of the financial hurdles, are sizing him up to be gone so quickly as some of us are.
I mean, he was one of the biggest voices this preseason, showing his support of Love.
Oh yeah, I mean,
and everything. And
Jones was out there on like Radio Row at the Super Bowl even before we knew Rodgers was leaving. Jones was sitting in interviews going, "Well, if it's Love, we're gonna be fine." Like he's always been like Mr. Cheerleader for Love, and just being that consummate teammate.
Kevin Manny saying, thanks for the contract clarification.
Of course.
Maybe that's why they've been feeding him so much.
I mean, they have been so careful throughout all of Jones's career to this point to not overload him with carries, to keep him effective. Like I know Mike McCarthy was huge on that way back when Jones was in the early portion of his career. McCarthy just, it felt like, refused to give Jones the ball, but it was all purposeful to keep him healthy, to extend what would be a short running back career. And we're now seeing it. Jones is advancing in age, and yet he's still looking incredibly spry. The Packers of today are reaping the benefits of that.
Oh,
hey, Jones! Expert timing.
Right?
Aaron Jones with about an 8-yard carry up the middle.
Maybe we could do more of that. Kevin saying agreed to Steven, and Steven saying he's not agreeing, but he's family, and family is just that.
I think you're just referencing like Aaron Jones. He's a Packer through and through. Mm-hmm. I mean, complete. Did you see, by the way, Aaron Jones rolling up to the stadium today? Did so in like this modified, like painted Reggie White jersey. It was really cool, but through and through. Here we go. 2nd and 2. Another carry for Jones, who kind of runs into Elton Jenkins, but pushes forward and maybe gets the first. Maybe winds up a couple inches short. We're going to see where the ball winds up.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, let's see if they... Nope, they're not going to measure. What?
So much Captain Maddie.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with you,
love
Steven. Kick off. Heck yes.
it.
Boom. Let's go, kiddos. And
sneak. Is that a sneak? Kind of. What the?
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. So it was 3rd and 1. The Packers tried a QB sneak, and Love got forward, then got pushed back, then went back forward, and wound up with the first.
Hey, we like it. And we like a QB sneak.
And you know what? Let's just shout out a QB sneak, right? Because that's not something we do in Green Bay or haven't for a long time. But now with a young and nimble quarterback, we're back to doing QB sneaks. Love to see it.
Old man with broken
Love
thumb.
to see it.
Peter saying, I hope Gutekunst will draft Badger Braylon Allen in 2024 if Aaron Jones and or AJ Dillon.
Look at you with the Badger bias.
We're already.
You know, I will say, you know, if one of those running backs is going to go, nice Jones again off to the left.
We just keep this going for the rest of the half.
Yep, getting into a rhythm. Let's keep it going.
Kevin Manning likes the QB sneak. I like the QB sneak.
I will say though, like Braylon Allen has his own usage problems in Madison. After I didn't watch the game, I just read about it, but last night was not the prettiest for the Badgers. I'll acknowledge that. And then Captain Manny saying, "Shout out QB sneaks." Nice.
Bruce, let's go, Jones. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Get us into a rhythm.
Now says play. Steven says,
"Whoa, wow, love what you do." Aaron Jones.
Holy. See, that's why I love him.
That was insane. So like love rolls like all the way to his left and then just kind of just like off of his back foot jumping just to Jones across the field, and Jones then following his blocking like the parting of the Red Seas.
Flies.
Beautiful. See, that's what I've been talking about. Jones involved, quick completions for Love. I mean, he didn't make it look like easiest, but hey, it worked. Huge play for Green Bay. And now they put in Dillon, who trucks his way forward. This is it. This is it. See, they're listening.
P for the D, it's Green Bay gridiron time. What?
P for the D. Oh, Steven.
Now who's the color?
Yeah, that's colorful. I'll give you that.
Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, because someone was asking earlier where everybody's from.
Oh, gotcha.
We are in Wisconsin. We're here.
My stream is so slow. I'm sorry, Captain.
So you're part of that contingent. I'm sorry, Captain Maddie. We said at the very beginning, because Connie was talking about having problems. Janelle said we were behind her as well. Dillon pushing. I mean, if you're talking about your TV stream or us stream, I don't know. I'm sorry. But there is one setting in YouTube that we can adjust. We'll try it for next week to see if we can more closely align with what everyone's TVs are doing right now. I don't know if it's going to work because it's not completely up to us, but we're doing our best. This is our first watch party. We're having fun. We're learning how to do this better for you.
Kevin, we were just saying, it's like they could hear us.
They did all the stuff,
yes.
All of it. All right, 3rd and goal at the 1. Hand off to Jones, who skirts right in there. Touchdown. Touchdown. Oh, and he's still wearing his football necklace. That's awesome.
I love it.
Beautiful.
Captain Manny from Delafield, now in Virgin Islands.
Oh, dang.
Ooh.
Shout out.
We were saying they're listening. They are listening.
Right.
Good.
Yeah, right.
We have ideas.
By the way, if they listen close enough, if they could offer employment, I am available.
Media pass?
Oh, let's do that. Carlson on with the extra point now.
And I'm saying he deserves it. Yes, he does. And
good.
Shigu.
17-6. We will take it.
Shigu.
We'll take it.
All right.
Hey, you know what? Carlson's looking fantastic. He hit the 52-yarder earlier, now 2 extra points. All of the concern about him was certainly justified. Like, he was up and down, but the Packers said, and there's going to be up and downs this season. Like, don't get me wrong. The missed kicks are coming, but you see why the Packers want to be patient with him. Like, you can just see it. So I'm so firmly in his corner. I want to see him succeed.
All right. Kind of saying Jones. Yes.
Well, and I loved what they did there where they used Jones to get down the field, and then they're inside, the 11, 12, and then they hand it to Dillon
for the nitty-gritty
to get some of the difficult yards, and they give it back to Jones to finish it off, where his speed and Jones has this otherworldly ability to get small in the trenches and just to kind of like squeak through the trenches. Let him do that. But you gave it to Dillon to get the 8 hard yards before that. That's how they should be used. Like, that's the whole plan.
Absolutely.
So love that drive. That was beautiful.
Yes. Kevin's saying it's slow because he's in the Caribbean. Lucky.
Oh.
Must be nice.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks, Captain Matty.
Man, I'm saying nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Big Papa Penguin. Hello. What a great drive. That's what you dream about off season. It's about damn time it's here.
Amen.
That's right.
That was what they needed. That was beautiful.
Kevin wants to see the sombrero.
Yeah. Hey, I was very happy to see that he still got his necklace. That's really cool.
Yeah. Connie saying successful double dip.
Yes, that's the whole idea, right? Now, 17-6 is a radically different game than 10-6.
Yes.
They did it.
I'm saying maybe we should all do tequila shots this year when Jones scores.
Well, damn,
oh
Captain.
my gosh.
Yeah, maybe some week we'll do that, Captain. I don't know how the stream's going to go, though.
Maybe that'll be one week when it's just you.
Especially tequila.
Janelle saying, don't jinx Carlson, right?
Hey.
We are manifesting greatness.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose I did say the missed kicks are coming. I'm sorry. I'll take full blame when he misses a kick. But hey, I'm thrilled with him so far. My bad.
We liking Carlson. That's right.
Yes, we are.
Penguin. And Steven saying, heard from other pods that the media passes were hard to get. I'll vote for you. Great sound and concern to listen for.
Well, thanks, Steven. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I certainly would be interested in being credentialed and all the stuff that comes with it someday. I don't know if this is true or not. This is just what I've been told, is that media credentials are essentially, Packers are very, very old school in how they do it. And they hand it out to people who work for traditional media entities, such as newspapers, TV stations, radio stations, etc., and not to people who start or employ themselves individually or independently. So that's why a lot of other podcasters have gotten credentialed over time, is because of their appearances on radio stations or TV stations or things of the like. Yes. Boy, what? They're doing all the stuff.
They're listening.
Why with a huge sack on Fields?
That's right.
Damn,
horrible
boy.
for fantasy. Amazing for my heart.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just great.
Wyatt had him in the sights.
Oh yes, and
Nice,
wrap
nice,
up,
nice,
bring them
nice.
down. No way. To
All
get
the
out.
way around.
No
So
way. Connie saying, I used to do Polish blackberry shots for every team. Were you conscious of that?
yeah, that's hey, little dump off for Fields. It's going nowhere. So it's gonna be like 3rd and 18 now.
Laughing. Keep the brandy in the freezer. It's good. I'll trust you on that one.
Yeah, I will say that my dad loves all the flavored brandies, and he does the same when it's frozen. And can't say I've ever gotten aboard that train.
Nope. Let's go defense. That's right. A great start to the drive. For
3rd and long
Packers
now coming up for the Bears.
Defense. Doing the stuff.
Come for the expert analysis, Bruce.
Yes.
I got you.
Yes.
Doing the stuff.
Captain Sam, I'm ready for Jair's
Come on,
first
come on.
interception of the year and another sack for 90. I would like it.
Yeah. All right. So Razul, that's not exactly teaching tape tackling technique there, but it worked in that circumstance. Bears only gain a couple, so 4th down, they are going to be punting it away.
Ooh.
I did not catch if Nixon was on the field for that play or not. It's going to be telling now to see who is back for this punt. See if it's Reed again or see if it's Nixon back there now. That'll give us a clue as to what kind of rotation they may be working with this punt return job. And it's Jaden Reed again. So
might be the new favorite.
I'm willing to say, whoa, Jaden Reed.
We like it.
Nice.
We like it.
Nice. I will say, first of all, what a return by Jaden Reed. Yeah. But him being back there is a sign of either them continuing the Nixon on the field, so Reed does the punt return, or it just is Jaden Reed's job. And frankly, after that return, it might be a little bit more of Jaden Reed's job. So we are trending that way.
We love seeing Bears fans when the Packers are in the lead.
Yeah.
Steven saying, woo, now time for playing the big nickel.
Yeah.
Got some love for Wyatt. Steven.
He deserves it. It was a hell of a play.
P for the D.
P for the D. We'll put it on a shirt.
Do the stuff merch drop.
Do the stuff. Hey, we I'm hoping over the next month we're gonna have some merch available for the podcast. If people are at all willing and want to, they can help support the pod. And maybe I will have to do they did the stuff shirt, or they're doing it.
They're listening.
Yeah. We'll have to see what we got.
Bruce, oh baby.
Yeah.
Green and gold now.
Good. We want them flustered.
They should.
Amen.
Oh, for the O. Oh, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
3 and
That
out.
works.
Love
Reed. Yes.
That's right. Wow.
So the second half has started off about as well as it could possibly start off. The offense came out and immediately tried to get itself into a rhythm, just like we were talking about. Now, it did look, I don't recall every play off the top of my head, but it did look as though they were attempting to form more of a sequence in its play calling, and Jones's involvement in that was instrumental. So I loved the usage of the running backs on that opening drive. Keep that going. The overall, even minus that play from Jones, right? Because 40-yard plays are always, yes, like you can scheme them open and stuff, but they're always anomalies. Like you don't expect a 40-yard play. Still, the rest of the drive, even outside of that, I felt was operated really intelligently. And then defensively, they come out. Wyatt with a much better tackle attempt this time. He stayed more focused on having the center of his body with Fields as opposed to just like getting to the side of Fields. Made the huge play. Reed with a great special teams return. Like the second half is starting about, I have a new sad Justin Fields picture I can use. But it's starting out about as well as it possibly could for Green Bay. Now they're starting off this drive on about the 43. It's only 43 yards to go to touchdown, and Dylan getting the carry and Dylan going nowhere. Loss of about 2.
I really do like Dylan best in those red zone situations where the defense is right there, where Jones seems to be best in these types of situations where there's so much field in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be overly negative on Dylan. He is he still is a very competent running back, but absolutely. Dylan very often gets you the yards that are there. And sometimes around midfield, that's difficult, right? He gets you the yards that are there and he churns out the tough stuff. Ooh. Whereas Jones, love just kind of a little off, it looked like.
Just out of reach.
Whereas Jones can create space for you. So I know Jones can't play every play, but I don't think so. But it is what it is.
Cap and liking the special teams. They need to support our merch.
Awesome. Thanks,
we'll let you know when it comes out.
Really appreciate that.
Mick saying you're saying halftime coaching was effective.
Yes, actually.
So, which
thus far, love.
Slide, buddy, slide.
Oh, he gets about 10 of the 12. So it was 3rd and 12. Love got pressure. He rolled out, stiff-armed his way for a couple extra yards. Be careful with them fingers, buddy.
He scares me.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, that was a good scramble from Love. 4th and 3. Ball now on the. Well, come on, stop doing the fancy camera and show me where it is.
Love is talking. Thank you. Where's the ball?
So 4th and 3, ball on the 35. Rather than trying a 52-yard field goal, they're going to play this. And timeout Green Bay. Okay. So, yeah, rather than trying a 52-yard field goal, they're going to run this on 4th and 3 and get a touchdown here, go 20-4-6. Then you can start going into just close out the game mode, I believe.
Got more support.
Awesome.
I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Bruce.
We're looking at many different ways that you guys can help support us.
Yeah. Some really cool stuff, especially as the channel has grown. And we've been incredibly appreciative of that. All of you hanging out here today, we didn't know how this was going. It was our first watch party. We're still nobodies in this whole thing. So really, we're honored you're here. We appreciate it.
Steven, are they playing too high shell? Running game will loosen things up for Jordan.
Are they playing too high shell? Running game will loosen things up for Jordan. No. Even in the second half, I feel like the Bears are doing a very, I don't want to say vanilla. I think, 4th and 3. Now they're going one cover or one shell. Love dropping back. Yes, Jones, string a touchdown. Woo!
All right.
Yes, that was beautiful. Hey, look at that. Jones was that wide receiver lined up in the slot. Huge. Or no, he wasn't. I'm sorry. Did he motion out there? I thought that's where he came from. No, he came out of the backfield and then basically ran a slant across the middle. Beautiful. That was beautiful. And then he is showing why he is still the premier playmaker on this team today. Beautiful. So,
ooh, that took so much direction.
It did. It went in. We'll take it. I didn't jinx them yet. So Packers now up 24-6. About 6 minutes to go in the third. The Bears, even though they haven't done it much to this point, the Bears are going to have to start airing out the ball. They're going to have to start trying to push downfield now down 18, which is something the Bears, quite frankly, haven't shown that they want to do this far in the game. If you're the Packers, I think you have to stay true to your plan at this juncture, right? I think you have to still do your zone, maybe modify them so that they go a little bit deeper. But regardless, you're not going to get into some man running contest, especially up 18 against Justin Fields. I think defensively, you just need to stay true, stay to what you've been doing. And just close this game out and get the heck out of here with a win.
Also, sorry, we're loud.
What? Did we do a loud thing? Sorry.
Yes, we
Sorry.
yelled.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, neighbors.
No, their ears.
Oh, sorry, peeps.
We're sorry. We're excited.
Sorry.
Maddie saying, I think it was our halftime coaching talking about feeding Jones. They're listening. They're listening.
Right. They don't need LaFleur to give a halftime speech. Just put us up on the TVs in the locker room. We got it.
Connie, thank you for no spoilers. Got some love for Jones.
Wait. What is that? Jones pulled hammy. That is not.
No, he didn't.
Good.
What are you talking about?
Oh, we're going to have to check the news on that one. Okay.
Nuh-uh.
Okay. Keep going.
Congrats Congrats on your first watch party. It'll be bad luck next week. So don't do it again.
Hey, we're going to be here
Yes.
regardless. She'll probably have to join us a little bit late, but I'll be here for the whole game next Sunday. Don't worry, we'll be here. We're going to be doing this darn near every week. Like I said, I think it's going to be 15 of the 17 is what we got slated right now. So
David saying using the middle of the field can't be the Packers.
it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, David. It's a welcome change.
Connie, I'm screaming someone.
Yes.
We are going to try and contain ourselves a little bit more.
Yeah.
Sorry. Steven with your P for the D.
Oh, I see. They're working it.
Stop it.
I'm just going to look down here and check the news, see what's
a lot of people talking about the hamstring. No.
Oh, okay. Hey, 24 seconds ago, Matt Schneiderman, reporter for The Athletic, tweeted, Aaron Jones no longer being looked at on the sideline. He's sitting on the ground right in front of the QBs, not going into the medical tent. So, yeah, looks like he might have pulled up a little tentative after the touchdown run, but Schneiderman saying like he looks he's not going to the tent at the very least. We can say that factually. So just a little scare there.
Is the injury true?
Yeah, it looks like certainly something happened, but now they're showing Jones. He's up on the sideline, high-fiving guys, walking around. Right. Whew, we're good.
Don't do me like
we're good.
That.
We're fine. Everything's fine. Pitch for the Bears in the backfield. That one goes to Herbert. Gains about 5. So the Bears are going to be having 2nd and 5 with a little over 6 minutes to go in the game.
Steven's saying, hopefully a cramp. I agree.
Yeah.
Mick saying, run the 2 other backs now. I mean, especially now with the score having more of a space.
Yeah.
You definitely can give Jones more of a break.
And if it was just a cramp or something like that, like that's one thing. But if he actually like felt a little bit of pull or something like that, then up 24-6, at least take it easy on him for the next drive, as much as we all don't want that.
Thank God Jones agreed.
Yeah, no kidding.
Jones is looking okay. We got Peter saying, love it beautifully using Jones in the middle of the field. Aaron Rodgers was hardly able to do so last season, isn't it?
Not all change is bad. Just leave it at that for now. But it's nice to see. All right, 3rd and 3 for the Bears. They're at about the 18-yard line. They got to get to the 21. Fields drops back in shotgun. Packers with some pressure, but Fields doing he lost the ball. He lost it. He picked up the ball. So Fields was trying to scramble upfield and then lost the ball. And it looks like Rasul Douglas is the one who pounced on it, coming up with the ball. Turnover Bears. And forcing the fumble looks to be a combination of Wyatt and Kenny Clark. Campbell then missed it as it was bouncing, but Rasul Douglas scooping up the ball.
Oh, yes. Nice and tight.
There is a flag. All right, so okay, so if because we have it really, really quiet, I can kind of hear what's going on. It looks like indeed it was indeed a fumble. Packers have officially recovered, but the flag on the play was Devondre Campbell pulling a bear off of the skirmish for the ball. That's a no. Can't do that. So that's a unnecessary roughness penalty on Campbell. Back to Packers up 15. So the Packers are starting with the ball at about the 43 of the Bears, 43 yards to go to touchdown. Love with play action, dropping back, hits Toure for a 2-yard gain. But you know what? Shout out to Janelle. It was indeed a catch for Toure. It just didn't go very far. You deserve your credit, Janelle. You are the Toure fan in my book.
Oh, yeah. Kimmer saying it's because Love is horrible at long ball. He's developing.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's horrible at the long ball, Kimmer. I think that's maybe a little bit of a overestimation. I think it's just probably the largest deficiency in his game to this point is consistency and accuracy with the long ball. But in camp, we certainly saw enough beautiful ones pressing down the field. It's just for every beautiful, there was an overthrow. Just something to be considered. Aaron Jones looks like he's still getting stretched out by the physical training staff on the sideline. I mean, yeah, if they're stretching him like that, could be cramp, could be hammy. Not quite sure, but 24-6 now looking to add on to the score. Now it can be A.J. Dillon time.
Yeah, those last just did a run for not much of a gain, if any.
Oh, we got bodies falling at Love's feet. Love delivers to
Did he get that?
Reed, who couldn't hang on to the ball.
No.
Nope. That's going to be...
and
we got a flag. And the Bears are upset. Eddie Jackson specifically is upset with the flag.
All right, quick run through. We got Kevin with fumble. We got Steven saying you laugh, but Pete for the D seems to work. Yeah, I can't argue with that one. That just means you'll have to be here next week, because if not, Patrice, hi Patrice. I'm loving the second half. I knew Green Bay can do it, and it always is go.
What do we got for the penalty? Oh yeah, okay. I understand why Reed didn't catch it now looking at the replay. I mean, he got good and hit, but still 4th and 8 for Green Bay. The Irishman, Daniel Whalen, now on the field to punt.
Steven saying time for flow for the O, which will soon turn over.
We're going right back to
Connie's saying, and Connie is a Toure fan.
All right, Connie, I'll start giving you your flowers too with Toure, Connie. I'm just not there yet. I'm sorry.
Peter's saying,
and it bounces into the end zone. All right, so Bears are going to take over following the touchback. 3:22 to go in the third.
Peter's saying Devontae White eventually starting to look like the beast he used to be in Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, Wyatt had that one poor-looking miss sack earlier, but for the most part today, Wyatt's been looking disruptive. He's been looking the part, and it's been really, really nice to see. I would say the D-line on the whole. Jones continuing to stretch, and he knows he's on camera while stretching.
Connie says, thank you. I will take my flowers.
You bet, Connie. All right. Now, I did not hear what that flag was. Wow. We are really focusing the camera on Aaron Jones. Whatever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if, like I was saying earlier, like if you're the Bears, you're still down 24-6. Time is now becoming smaller. You got to push the ball. And it's not what the Bears do. It's not what they want to do. Like I was just talking earlier, Kimmer, you mentioned Jordan Love having difficulty with the deep ball. Chicago's quarterback isn't exactly exemplary in that way either. And yet Chicago is in the place now where they've got to start pushing the ball vertically. This is the chance. I mean, it feels silly already up 24-6, but this is the chance for Green Bay to really close this thing out, like create a mistake on the part of Justin Fields, get the ball and just like let's wrap this up early. I know it feels very early to say that. 3 minutes to go in the third, and we still have all of the fourth, basically 18 minutes of game time, right? I know it's very early, but the returns of the second half on the Packers adjustments have been massive. They're in a very good place in this game now. The Bears are right where you want them and needing to push the ball down the field. Make them pay for it. And that's really it. But again, I would say defensively, Green Bay, stay assignment sure and realistically stay in zone. You don't want to deviate horrendously from your plan because it's working. Make the Bears be the ones that have to adjust. You stay true to the plan. This is 1 week where I don't expect massive changes defensively. Just do what you do. It's working.
Mick saying block, O-lineman, block, tackle, defense, tackle.
That's like it, right? Like close out this game. Do those two things. done. Like, that's how you can successfully close it out against the Bears. It sounds oversimplistic, but it's true. 18 minutes game time left. Tackle. Football at its best, football at its core going on right now for the last 18 minutes.
Game plan. That's right.
It's working.
Let's do it.
It's the Packers, offensively. I take larger issue with the offensive plan today than the defensive plan. So I don't think defensively you need to radically change what you got going on. And Bears with a handoff to Rashawn Johnson, rookie out of Texas for Chicago, who gains about 9. And we have another leg. Dear sweet goodness gracious. The refs just don't want to go home yet. That's what's going on.
See what we got.
Refs talking with Eberflus.
All right.
Holding on Chicago. Back them up 10.
There we go.
There we go.
Cat and Maddie saying, smash the like, peeps. That's right. Smash the like. Subscribe.
So the hold that they just called on the Bears, I'm going to be just completely honest. And didn't look like that big of a hold. I mean, sure, maybe did a little bit, but wasn't exactly egregious. 1st and 16 now for the Bears. Oh, pressure again up the middle.
Wrap them up.
And Nixon with another good tackle. This one pulling down Rashawn Johnson.
5 or so.
Yeah, right on.
Steven's saying, reason why we are called the black and blue division. Just a shame Minnesota wins. Well.
Sack Rashawn!
You're saying you haven't seen Rashawn
Welcome
yet.
back. Oh my God, and another flag. Jiminy Christmas. Just let him play. What now?
Gavin saying Bears are cheaters. Well.
Oh, good. So it looks like the sack by Rashawn is not going to stand as Kingsley Enagbare was offsides. So there goes Rashawn's sack in his return game. So 2nd and 6 for the Bears.
Kind of saying, way to go, Gary. That's right now.
Well, not anymore. It got wiped out.
Doesn't matter.
Gosh.
You still did it. It was good. Now just do it again.
2nd and 6 for the Bears. Fields in shotgun. Bears sitting at the 39. And there goes Rashawn. Yes, indeed. Oh. Yeah, and out to Mooney. Something happened between Nixon and Douglas that Mooney got open. So 1st down for the Bears. Fields now 13 of 17 for 110 yards. 14 of 18 for 124. Updating it. Thanks, Fox. They're now on the Packers side of the field, sitting at about the 47. Another handoff to Rashawn Johnson. And we got bodies flying for Green Bay, including Rudy Ford. Rudy, let him go. It would be the stupidest thing in the world to get an unnecessary roughness penalty now. You're up 24-6.
What was your gripe about, man?
Yeah, let him go. Do not hold on to the leg when a dude's on the ground. That is a really good way to get a penalty. Glad. Yeah, and now they just called the unnecessary roughness on Ford. Rudy, you're up 24-6. Don't hand them 15 free yards just because you're upset. Yeah, and he's got his leg completely wrapped out as Johnson's on the ground. Then he pushes Johnson down. Rudy, no, not okay.
And that note, Steven saying interception time. That's
Agreed.
right. Change this. Get good energy. Let's go.
Minute 35 to go in the third. And look, I mean, Rashawn Johnson's looking awfully good for the Bears. He is their number 3 running back behind Foreman and Herbert, but he's looking the part on this drive. He's looking tough to bring down and quick. So, and they're not putting the other backs on the field. It's Rashawn's show. This drive for the Bears, it does appear. So Kmet in motion. Johnson's flipping side. 2nd and 9 for the Bears. Now on the Packers 20. Blitz from Rudy Ford. Fields, airing it out. Fields, touchdown to Mooney. What happened to the coverage? Nixon looking downtrodden. Razul looking downtrodden. What the hell?
Yeah.
Did Nix? Okay,
I
well,
think Nixon just didn't know who to go for.
I mean, that one very much looks like it's on Nixon. It just from the surface level right now, it looks like Nixon just didn't know which way Mooney was going and stopped running with him. I don't know if he was expecting help over the top or what. And then Herbert squeaks in for the 2-point conversion. So the Bears are making this a game, down 24-14 with 1 minute to go in the third. Less than ideal to give up a 2-minute touchdown drive to the Bears. Really ugly drive for Green Bay defensively. That was just undisciplined as can be. Nixon with, it looks like it's on Nixon. Poor drive on the touchdown play. Then the Packers weren't completely set for this 2-point conversion for Khalil Herbert. Beyond that, Rudy Ford handing him a free 15 yards because of a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
Not okay defensively for Green Bay. They did not stay true to the game plan. They screwed with it, and they give up a touchdown. Brutal.
Steve saying sounds like you have Gary in fantasy.
I might in a couple leagues, Steve. You would know.
Cat May say I'm calling for an LVN to come up big again in the red zone. Would appreciate that.
Didn't work.
Yeah, no.
Didn't work.
Kind of saying, just as I feared, the defense has let up at least the secondary.
Yeah. It. They need to fix that now.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, here we go. Nixon with a return up to about the 24.
That was a
then we get some more pushing and shoving.
ugly looking tackle.
Yeah, keep going.
Janelle saying they gave them about 35 yards in penalties. Just
absolutely no excuse to be that undisciplined on that drive. None.
Mick saying, Jonathan Ford, where are you?
The practice squad. Actually, he was part of the adjustments. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, he was part of the adjustments from the 53. Then when they brought in their 2 waiver claims, Ford got cut, put on the practice squad. He was not elevated for today's game. So Jonathan Ford is nowhere to be found. He's on the practice squad.
Why you can't let emotions get to you?
I just don't get it. Like, the defense was so composed for multiple drives. And then you've got a 24-6 lead. And, like, was it complacency? Was it just emotion? It's stupid is what it really was.
Yeah. We saw it last year. I don't want to see it again this year.
Just nonsense.
Steven saying our youth got a bit overconfident.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe over emotional. It was a horrendous drive. All right, focusing back on the offense. 2nd and 8. Love looks like he's got 2 tight ends on each, or 2 tight ends, 1 on each side. He drops back. It's a screen to Dillon. Dillon finds no space. I swear he's a magnet for defenders sometimes. And winds up only gaining a few. And that is going to close out the third quarter. When we come back for the fourth, Jordan Love is going to have a 3rd down chance here to keep the ball moving.
Kevin saying
do it.
heckin' hamstring, and that was a face mask. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
That was a very, very ugly tackle, and we saw some commotion afterwards.
Yeah.
And then a fight.
Nonsense is what it is.
Yes.
So, look, Green Bay, as disappointing as that last drive was, Green Bay is still up 10 heading into the fourth quarter, 24-14. The way that they entered the second half is the way that they need to close this out. And I don't know why, defensively, for the last drive, they decided to deviate. Just stay with the plan that was working. When you're up 18 points and you've got 18 minutes of gameplay left, don't, like, I know the phrase is all gas, no brake. I know you want to get after them. But this is a special game against a special quarterback who does not play the same as most quarterbacks in the league. So stay in zone and don't let yourself get beat over the top or in front of you. Like, this is one of those games where you don't need to be ultra sticky on someone. And we saw what happened, right? In the last play, I'm going to assume at this point that Nixon was supposed to be in man coverage. I don't know if he was expecting help over the top. I don't know if that's just wrong and it was actually zone, but he had no one there, so he ran with them. Whatever. Regardless, Nixon got beat. And pair that with these undisciplined penalties, which were pure garbage and unexcusable. Nonsense. Not happy with the defense. They need to fix themselves and fast, because this game should not be a 10-point distance at this point. Gross.
Big Papa Penguin saying, gotta get first here. Momentum is going the wrong way right now.
Yeah, it is.
Out of the half with fire.
Yeah.
We need to get it back.
And not over emotional crap where you pull on
Right.
someone's leg like Rudy Ford did.
Yeah, that's
right.
Being stupid. Fire, not stupidity. Connie's saying Love needs to get this first down. This is
Yeah. The offense needs to take some time on this drive, and they need to start like calming the Bears' momentum. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Janelle saying Dylan has no burst.
It is not his strong suit.
No.
That I will agree with very much. Yes.
And I think in this game, his
Here we go.
productivity is
3rd and 3. 3rd and 3, starting off the fourth quarter, and we. Oh my God, we have a flag. False start on a wide receiver on 3rd and 3. Dontavian Wicks, rookie. Bro. 3rd and 8. Now, as Wicks did what?
What did he do?
I'm not even sure. I didn't catch it myself. Okay, 3rd and 8. Love dropping back. Love delivering to Reed.
There we go.
Reed, big first down.
Beautiful.
They needed that. Woo.
All right. We got kind of saying Jones out and the whole team collapses. No, it will not. Got it. Good run.
Keep the
Good
faith.
catch. Good catch by Reed. We're going to keep it going.
There we go.
We're going to be good.
All right. Reed, that was a nice
That was
play.
beautiful.
Reed was open.
Very beautiful.
Yes.
Good.
And that's so much of Reed's game right there, streaking across the middle.
Yes. Kimmer saying Matt LaFleur always calls a run and first downs. He is a horrible play caller. Man, what is up with this negativity?
Oh,
goodness. Okay.
All right. Yes! To Musgrave deep.
If he would have kept on his feet, that would have been a touchdown.
Woo!
There was nobody.
So a completely botched snap that Love couldn't hang on to. So Love rolls back with pressure coming, tilting back, throws it up to Musgrave, who is all alone. Musgrave.
Look at that smart.
Oh,
That's smart.
That was the most messy, beautiful thing.
But that calm under pressure of Love to turn that miffed snap into a great play that almost was a touchdown.
There we go.
Kept it.
Doubs, did he come down with it?
Is it?
Touchdown.
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 There we go, folks. There we go.
Touchdown.
To Romeo.
Connie, to answer your question, I see there at the very end there, why did he fall down? I'm assuming you're talking about Musgrave. I think it's because he just extended so high vertically that coming down, he lost his footing.
Yeah.
And then he went down. Like you see that especially with big guys when they got to extend, then they kind of lose their center coming down, and then Doubs. Dang.
Great.
Contested catch on like a fade for the touchdown.
Right.
Oh,
Come on,
man, did Green Bay need that. And Carlson with another extra point. So we now are in the lead, 31-14, 13:30 to go. Holy buckets did Green Bay need that. Now, defensively, just don't screw it up.
Yes.
That's it, right? Like, defensively, I'm
Don't
just going to
screw
keep
up.
saying it. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. At the very least, if the Bears are going to get something on you, make them take forever to do it. And be their own worst enemy and take this clock. Don't suddenly change the game where Fields can all of a sudden throw it deep. I don't get it. Stick to the game plan and let's get out of here.
Go.
Unbelievable, though. What a play by Love and Musgrave. And then Doubs finishing it off with the contested catch touchdown. Gorgeous. Like, not enough good things to say about the recovery there.
Mick saying the linemen are pass blocking.
Yeah, they are. I wish I had an answer for why there's botched snaps seemingly more than ever. I don't know if part of it is on Love or if it's exclusively on Myers, but that wound up being one of the best botched snaps ever.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on there, and I'm not sure anyone outside of people very much in the Packers with Love and Myers know what is happening there. But it's too freaking often to be happening the way that it is. But man, what a recovery. What a recovery.
And to keep cool. For Jordan to keep cool in that, that's my big takeaway. That was
even David Bakhtiari added to the chorus of voices over the course of the last week saying that he has tried to get under Jordan's skin. And there's just no one. Like Rasul Douglas can't do it on defense. Jair can't do it. Bakhtiari on Love's own side of the ball can't do it. No one can get under Love's skin. He is just as cool a customer as they come.
Honey, I should have started Anders Carlson today. I chickened out.
Have faith, Connie.
Right?
Have faith. Although I didn't do it either.
My bench is doing a lot better than my active players at the moment, so we're all there. It's week one.
That it is. That it is.
Connie also saying, how did Musgrave get so wide open?
My only assumption, without obviously seeing the full play, my only guesstimate at this point is when a couple of Bears saw the botched snap that they then pursued, right? That they weren't necessarily per their job supposed to come in, but when they saw a live ball, they did. And that, well, here, we're going to see a more full view right now. I think. Yep, it looks like that was exactly it. So the botched snap caused a couple of Bears to step forward, and Musgrave just kept on going on his route and wound up being open. Like that's
go back. I'll go.
Which is exactly what you want to see happen offensively. That was beautiful. Very nice recovery and composure by everyone on the Green Bay offensive side.
Yes. All right. Ooh, and
was that a quarterback draw by Fields? I don't know why in the world you would try calling a quarterback draw right now, unless Green Bay back was so far back defensively. But hey, whatever. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Second down and a possible loss of yards, maybe.
Yeah, loss of one. Second and 11. Second and 11. Bears now on the 24 as they're trying to come back down 17. 13 minutes to go. More pressure.
Nice. Beautiful, Jair.
Claypool, who, remind you, traded for a second-round pick last year. Chase Claypool, not able to haul that in as Jair breaks it up.
That's right.
And the Rams are beating the Seahawks. Well, what Okay. It's week 1, y'all.
Like I was saying, I'm back. Forgive me, was enjoying Bears disbelief, especially the fumble throw. He pulls that just like we drew it up. I'm gonna die of laughter.
I hope so. I hope he's asked about that, and Jordan just goes, "Well, that was the plan."
Right?
Right.
What are you talking about?
What's the issue?
Come on, Neil.
Huh? Pick. Quay Walker with the interception and becoming a running back. Good Lord, Quay Walker touchdown!
Oh my God! I'm sorry for headphone users or just people in general.
Quay, what the hell was that? So Quay Walker comes up with the pick and then suddenly becomes Aaron Jones Jr., like just refusing to be brought down, going all the way for the pick 6. Oh, but we got a flag. Of course we have a flag.
All right. So Peter, love to Romeo. That connection sounds so Shakespearean.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of fun last year when Romeo was brand new with the "Wherefore out thou Romeo" every time he scored. Wherefore out thou Romeo? He's in the end zone. That's all we need to worry about.
All right, let's figure out.
Wow, Quay.
I'm loving all the love for Quay right now.
So here's like, if you remember the 2014 NFC Championship game with Julius Peppers, Morgan Burnett, that whole like infamous like should have slid or should not have slid in that case.
Ooh, on the Bears.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the rookie corner. We'll take it.
But
Quay, I'm still just amazed at the ball carrier skills of Quay Walker, rumbling down the field for the touchdown, pulling out the Chris Berman impersonation. But look at a big fella linebacker go. Carlson now going to try another extra point. Connie, my heart goes out to your fantasy team if Carlson hits this. It would have been another point for you. Oh, another good one.
Good.
Oh my goodness, I love Anders Carlson showing up today. I really do. So happy.
All the doubts.
Even Jordan looks like, what just happened?
Oh, so funny. Dale saying, I would like to see a replay from behind again, but my first look was Jordan's hands were low and Myers kicked the ball out.
Yeah, I agree, Dale. I would love to see that again. It's just like, my thought on this whole snap issue is Myers never seemed to have as many botched snaps with Rodgers as he's had with Love. So logically, doesn't that mean that maybe Love is a part of the problem? Or unless Myers has just gotten worse at it, which sure, I guess is possible, but just it feels like logic dictates that it's happening more frequently because of the new connection. Whatever it is, something's got to get fixed there. They can't keep having 1 to 2 botched snaps every single game. They can't do it. Eventually, it's going to turn bad. Not everyone's going to be a 50-yard play to Musgrave.
Yeah. Steven saying, hopefully just a celebration flag.
Yeah, on the Bears.
Steven.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it.
What is the flow for the O?
And P for the D.
You didn't even say it.
We got you, Steven.
Like Kebble's defense, read the tweets.
Yeah, they did. Joe Barry revenge season is in progress.
Connie's saying against Chicago unsportsmanlike.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Janelle saying maybe quick running back. I mean, if defense doesn't work out for him, he might be okay.
He'll humble and mumble it back. Like, that was impressive by Quay. It wasn't graceful, but it was impressive.
Yes. Steven saying, and who still owns Chi-Town?
Oh, we know who owns Chi-Town. We got it.
Connie saying, Love says, I got the keys to the Chicago.
Yes.
Right. Connie also, I did start Quay though. Connie, how many Green Bay Packers?
Yeah, you've more than me, I think. So here's the issue with my fantasy teams, right? Like most of the leagues that I'm in are family leagues. My whole family always picks the Packers like 4 rounds earlier than they're supposed to go. So I never wind up with any freaking Packers. It's the most frustrating thing every year.
But I got Jones, though, so they better run.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, you're cashing in today.
I know.
Aw.
He's saving me.
Oh, Claypool looks sad. Sorry,
That'll be
buddy.
another one for a thumbnail.
And I think that's Stevenson. Yeah, I'm going to have to get some of these pictures.
Steven saying, wanted someone else to say it. I got you.
Yeah.
It'll be another t-shirt.
Yeah.
Mick saying, I want the rookie running back to get experience the rest of the game. I mean,
if you're talking about Emmanuel Wilson, I got to look.
Ooh.
Oh!
Sorry.
It's another one?
I think we might have just gotten another turnover. Maybe, possibly, if he wasn't down already. Nope.
Okay, I think the Bears are. Yeah, I think the Bears are keeping the ball.
That would have been really great, though. But.
Yeah, Mick, I know you're talking about Emmanuel Wilson. Yeah, so Mick, Emmanuel Wilson was made inactive today. He was a healthy scratch. Partly probably because they called up Patrick Taylor from the practice squad.
Oh.
Fields squirting out right and probably getting the first down. Yeah, that's what he does. It happens. I'm not going to bring him down every time.
Yeah.
But hey, gaining 9, so 2nd and 1, just over 12 minutes to go in the game. So yeah, Mick, I would love to see Emmanuel Wilson get some carries too, but it's not going to happen this week. He was made a healthy scratch, part of the inactive list for today.
Like Cabbles, and to think I was anxious. Shout out to my partner, a former Bears fan. Babe, do you really expect the Bears to win? Like, come on. I always thought the Bears
win. Good. I mean, that's what we want.
It's being realistic.
Right.
Especially against the Packers.
Making the catch their first down for the Bears as they're battling back from 24 down with 11 minutes to go in the game. Let's see. Fields up at the line in shotgun again. Bears have got, looks like 3 wide receivers and Cole Kmet out there. And it's tipped and it's incomplete. 2nd down we go.
So, like, Cabbles, I love your partner. They sound amazing.
All right. 15 of 22 now for Fields, 144 yards. Yeah, in the second half, the script has flipped, right? Like the Packers have done most of what we've wanted them to do, and the Bears have gotten away from their game plan. Fields has had to push the ball down the field more, which is exactly what the Packers wanted.
Make them switch it up.
Another carry for Herbert. This one looks to gain about 4, so we're going to go into 3rd down. Don't understand that play call for the Bears. Like, seriously, you're down 24 points with 11 minutes to go, and you want to run around midfield? I don't get it, but I'm not upset about it. So,
your show.
All right. 3rd and 5 for the Bears. They're getting up to the line quick. Still 20 seconds left of the play clock, and they're snapping it. Packers fans don't know what that's like. Oh! Yes! Carl Brooks with the sack. Woo! Carl Brooks with the sack. Going to 4th down the Rook from Bowling Green. And yeah, just straight up beating Whitehair, their left guard. We will take that all day, every day, forever and ever and ever and ever. Amen. So Bears punting now, 4th 14, and they are punting back there. I'm going to assume as though that's Jaden Reed again, which, yeah, looks like it is. So Green Bay going to take over with the ball on about the 8-yard line, it appears. Wow. I mean, with this week 1 matchup, what would we really have hoped for differently? The Packers could have gotten into a rhythm quicker offensively, certainly. I don't love their first half game plan, but here we are. Like, they've adapted. Like we were talking about at halftime, for those who have been here the whole time, about what adjustments do they need to make. Defense, basically start tackling, but your game plan looks sound. Offense, you need to start sequencing plays to get into a rhythm. Well, hey, look at that. And it's working. So, 10 minutes ago in the game, I would expect the Packers now to do a kind of a time-taking offensive approach. Yeah. Hand off to Dillon there, off to the right side, gaining about 3. the Packers are going to look to milk every second off the clock that they possibly can now to get the heck out of here and get back home with a win. But yeah, wow. Connie, I see you saying, what a game. You ain't kidding. This is, for as frustrating, they still were in the lead at halftime, but for as frustrating as it was, the difference between the second half and the first half, tremendous. Love all of the changes that they made at halftime because they've worked. Looks like another handoff here to Dylan, who dances a little bit, gains a couple, gains about 2. And then I see, Steven. Okay, now time to flow for the O. Yeah, that's right. It's time for some game flow. But I think what we're going to see is a lot of exactly what we are right now. Just move the ball down the field as basically as slowly as you humanly can. And get the heck out of here. Passing yards this half, 152 passing yards for Green Bay, 28 for Chicago. It's a thing of beauty, really. Bruce saying Jordan Love, 127 passer rating. We know he can do it. We know it. Screen there to Dylan first down. Operation Eat the Entire Clock is in effect. And A.J. Dillon making it happen. See, and I was saying earlier, too, like, this is what I want A.J. Dillon for. This is your grinded out hard yards. Jones doesn't need to be doing this. And Dillon's good at it. This is Dillon's role. So, beautiful. Connie's saying they made huge adjustments. Yes, they did. And they were all the right ones today, or so it appears. Yeah, let's just hope that Christian Watson can come back next week. I do have to look up how Atlanta did today. Like I said, I didn't really get to catch much other football today, just some real quick headline watching. I did see quite a few. Oh, Dylan, that a boy. Looks like another first down for Dylan, depending on what this flag is. I did see a lot of comments. Desmond Ridder wasn't exactly fantastic for Atlanta today, and thus the whole team didn't look great. So curious to read up on Atlanta a little bit more after this game. Holding on offense, so we're going to march it back. Quay heading to the locker room, it appears. Quay, if you hurt yourself acting like a running back, man. Also, Dontavian Wicks not exactly having the best career debut. Had a false start earlier, now a holding penalty. Not the best debut for Dontavian Wicks thus far today. Empty set now for Love, first and 18. Patrick Taylor joining Love in the backfield as the clock ticks on down. And it's a run on first and 18. Patrick Taylor gaining a couple.
Looks like we have Quay going out for concussion protocol.
Okay.
Thank you, Janelle.
Thank you for the update, Janelle.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. Now that you see the replay, I know how that happened.
Yeah.
I feel very, very strangely about concussions in the game. And I'll say this, like, I don't want to wish any football player a concussion ever, right? No one should ever wish for that. We know about the long-term effects, all this stuff. Okay, I get that. However, there's always a little tiny sense of relief with me whenever I hear that, like, oh, it's a concussion, because he'll probably...
Go long? Oh, no. Almost.
Caught. Incomplete to Reed, who helmet pops off again, and now he's holding his knee. Come on. And Reed does not look happy. He looks in some pain. Yeah. Okay, well, on the replay, nothing obvious about, I don't know. But like I was saying about concussions, like it feels weird because you never hope for a concussion given the long-term ramifications. But yet, in the immediacy, oftentimes concussions are a 1 week thing, a 1 week injury. So Quay may very well be back next week, even with a concussion, which is relieving. Yet I still feel bad about rooting for it to be a concussion because you worry about the guy's long-term health. Janelle saying doesn't look good for Reed. Yeah, I agree. I want to see if there's anything going on with Reed that anyone knows online. Let me just take a look here. Man, that did not look good for Jaden Reed.
No.
Yeah, no. All right. I don't see anything. I don't see any update about Reed yet. No one seems to know anything about what happened as he was coming down, but we can say that it didn't look good. And
nice stop.
In a 24-point game in the fourth quarter, we don't need second round picks to be getting hurt. No. Not good. Not good at all. So, okay, let's go back to being happy.
Right?
Yeah, Steven saying early for an update. Yeah, it would have been insanely early, but I thought maybe someone saw a knee knock or just some kind of explanation. Rudy Ford overrunning Cole Kmet. Rudy, I was a massive supporter of Rudy last year. Mm-hmm. I was concerned he was a one-hit wonder. Not impressing me today. Overrunning Kmet there and allowing extra yardage. But yeah, look, end of the day, Green Bay is winning 38-14. We will take a game like this every single day.
Steven saying prayer is not an ACL. Agreed.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, right. Anything, just nothing overly debilitating at this point. We don't want to lose that young man's rookie season in game one.
We got Connie saying, kick it hard, Danny boy.
And prayers for Devontae. What happened to Devontae? What is happening? Oh, Fields running, still running. And off to the left-hand side, nearly getting himself a first down on the scramble. What? I don't know. I'm looking it up.
All right. Kind of saying Ford needs to be off the field. He is not looking hot this game.
No, I don't. He had that over-emotional penalty where he's pulling on a guy's leg. He's missed, 4 tackles now off the top of my head? This is not a good game for Rudy Ford to this point at all. Not okay. Are you looking up Devontae?
Yeah.
Okay. Peter, if you can, let us know what's going on with Devontae. I'm not seeing anything yet. And then Fields dumping it off to Kmet for a gain of about 7. So Bears just methodically paper cutting their way down the field. At this point, if you're Green Bay, yeah, you're in more of a prevent style D. You have no problem with the Bears putting up a singular touchdown at this point, as long as it takes them a very long time to do so. So you can play farther back. This is the kind of defense where we always complain about how far back they are. But now is when you actually do it. Fields with a scramble off to the right for a first down for the Bears.
So far, not seeing anything on. Oh, wait. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. And then Connie saying put JJ Jr. in for safety. You're talking Anthony Johnson Jr., I'm thinking. I think he might have been on the inactive list today as well. Let me look that up here. Fields. Oh, okay.
No play.
Razul wanting to end this game with authority.
Yes.
Hitting Mooney, making sure that ball isn't going to be complete. All right, second down now for the Bears. Still 4:18 to go in this game. Fields now 18 of 27, 170 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick.
Mick saying researching the wires for safeties.
Yeah, this isn't Rudy Ford's best day. That we can say with some certainty.
Connie, I hate prevent defense no matter what.
All right.
Oh
sorry.
my goodness, another one.
Another just straight up drop
Incomplete,
there,
yeah.
Going right through, I think, Rashawn Johnson's hands. And then Rudy Ford stepping up to make sure that he wasn't going to catch that ball. Connie, I understand. Okay, like I get it. But like the number one thing that you want the Bears to do here is absorb time. And what's the best way for them to do that? By giving them a little bit of space. So like I get it. But this is like the one situation where it makes sense.
Peter's saying Devontae Adams seemed to be lying unconscious after an ugly contact, but miraculously looks okay.
Okay. Well, good for Devontae. I'll always be a Devontae Adams fan.
All right, we got a complete
Yeah,
pass.
Johnson breaking some tackles.
Wreck of a tackle.
Carrington Valentine kind of getting him out of bounds there. I didn't see who he dodged for a tackle at first, but getting out of bounds stops the clock. 4:05 to go in this game yet.
Steven saying too many things go wrong when going to prevent defense.
And I think what I would just say is that they don't mind things going wrong or the offense having some success against prevent. It's built for two things: to make the offense absorb time, and basically just to make sure that the offense doesn't score quickly, right? That you're not going to get beat over the top for a 40-yard touchdown or something that takes no time off the clock. Like, you're fine with these completions that work their way down the field. Sure, maybe they score, but we're going to make darn sure that they take 5 minutes, 7 minutes of game time to do it. Of course, we had to show one graphic like this, right? First career start versus the Bears. Well, that looks like Jordan Love's better. We're not getting into that. Not doing that conversation right now. So
No.
4th and 5 now. Packers looking to close this out. Fields drops back out of shotgun and completes it to Rashawn Johnson, and who pushes forward for a first. So more time coming off the clock. That's what you can say there.
Kind of saying don't forget 4th and 26.
I didn't forget 4th and 26. I've repressed it. Those are different things, and I'm going to choose not to acknowledge that right now, Connie. Rashawn Johnson with another completion and into the... Yeah. Oh,
Nope.
out of bounds. All right. Okay,
Went
clock
to
stopped.
the outside.
3:36.
Mick saying, how has Rasheed Walker done today? Any stats?
Lake Hebbles pointed out that he played some tight end earlier. I didn't see that, but was basically in as a tight end earlier for extra run blocking reinforcements. Other than that, I haven't seen him in. I have not read or seen anything about, Zach Tom or Bakhtiari coming out for Walker. So still notable, though, very much their 6th offensive lineman as it stands right now, ahead of Yash, especially playing that tight end role. Tight end that they play.
There might be a touchdown for the Bears.
Oh, yeah, dang. I mean, Rashawn Johnson is looking great today. I hate to say it, but the Bears might have found a little something there with Rashawn Johnson as a running back. But that one looks like it's going to be a touchdown for the Bears. Maybe.
We'll see. There's a challenge.
I mean, I'm not going to be oversimplistic, but at this point, realistically, up 24. Either go up only 17 instead of 24, right? Because the Bears get their touchdown, in which case you get the ball back. and you just want to run out the final 3:36. If this isn't a touchdown, the Bears have to do more plays, which again takes clock. Like the point right now for the Packers being on offense or defense is take the clock. Get out of here with a win. Don't risk any more injury. Just get out of here. And to do that, basically do everything as slow as humanly possible. Take every single second you can and get out. Man, we are talking about blades of grass as to whether he's in or out there for Rashawn Johnson.
Crazy. Oh, here we go. It is out of bounds. It is not a touchdown.
So the refs are saying that a few white blades of grass made contact with Rashawn Johnson's cleats. Clock is at 3:36. Bears now have to take off a little bit more of their own clock in order to get out of here today. So, yeah, I mean, what a brilliant game for the Green Bay Packers today. My immediate thoughts right now is I wish the first half offense looked like the second half offense. And two, all thoughts right now are with Jayden Reed. He was supposed to be a big part of this offense, and he is a large, large loss if that was any type of substantial injury for him. So 3:25 to go. Bears just tick, 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 tick. Oh, just like Steven said, tick, 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 tick. As we are getting closer and closer to this game coming to its close in week 1. So the Green Bay Packers, can't say it yet, but the Green Bay Packers look good for week 1. Sorry, Steven.
Oh, talk.
Oh, we got bodies all over the place. And Fields basically throws it away. 2:58 to go now for the Bears. Second and goal. 38-14 Green Bay.
Where's that interception that everybody was talking about before?
That would be neat. I think Quay Walker did it, though.
Cherry on top.
Yeah. I mean, Quay did it, and Quay got hurt.
Do it too. Where's Jair? Jair hasn't gotten an interception yet.
Yeah.
Very un-Jair-like. They're running for, looks like a touchdown. Yep.
Hey, all right. So I do have very, very good news. Matt Steinman of The Athletic tweeting just a couple minutes ago, Jayden Reed, cramps, questionable to return. So it looks right now like Jayden Reed, for as bad as that looked, might have avoided severe injury, assuming that tweet is correct. Man, that is some weight lifted. But it looks like Jayden Reed is okay. Just some cramps going on.
Is it a
I
touchdown?
don't know.
Bears, can you just get a that looks like a touchdown? Do it all the way.
Connie, I see your comment, but the game's not done yet. Can't say that yet.
It's a whole lot of ball games.
What are we doing? Timeout, Green Bay. So LaFleur didn't like his defense for the 2-point conversion, I guess?
Wants to ice him.
Ice 2-point conversion. Yes, that is the plan.
Bruce saying, thank God, and Jayden Reed, absolutely.
Yeah.
That'd be just horrible.
Yeah, Connie and Bruce, I agree.
Yes.
Like that was like, if we were going to come out of this game with like a 20-point win, the one thing that was going to plague everyone was like, okay, but how's Jayden Reed?
Right.
Like, yes, we got the win. How's Jayden Reed? And to know that right now it looks like he's good, and what a game. What a game for the Green Bay Packers today. And we have a flick, for God's sakes.
We could just play.
Just get this to go.
Just this, just
goodness.
adjust it later. All right. Thank you, Connie.
Yes, icing a 2-point conversion.
Yes.
And then the Bears ice themselves by getting a penalty. Oh my God. Oh my God. The longest closing 4 minutes ever. Oh, Wyatt nearly getting there.
Almost, yeah. Whew.
And then incomplete. So 38-20.
No flags. Like
38-20.
no.
I kind of looked like he might have. Yes, he did. Oh. Nope. He once he hit the ground, it was out. Oh, okay. We're almost there, everybody. Like this is just like at the draft, where it's like you're in the 7th round, right? And like every team is still like taking their full allotment of time to make their picks, and you're just like, all right. Like we all know how this is gonna go. Let's just go. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Here we are, taking every single second.
And some of you were actually here with us.
Yes.
Shout out to all of y'all.
Mm-hmm. The draft was a lot of fun.
Stuck with us.
A lot of fun.
Yes. Well, Bruce is saying that Reed is back in.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yeah, sure enough.
Right on the 50.
Dang, good eyes, Bruce.
Yeah.
And he's got it. It goes right to Reed of all people. Okay. All right.
Right. David's saying, when is your next C? What is C?
What is C, David? When is your next?
Gamecast is what he comments later.
Oh, we are doing this, hopefully 15 of the 17 games for the year. So for sure, I'll be back next week, going up against Atlanta. Like it seems to be what we do when we're just like, hey, let's start with that for the channel. We just do it all the time. So, like I said, if you're all interested, I'm going to be doing this almost every game. I know for sure one game we're taking off is Thanksgiving. That's family day for us. Thanksgiving is a very, very big holiday in my family. Ooh. Nice. Good run for Patrick Taylor first down. And Sean Clifford in the game now. Ooh, so Packers are officially.
Tucker Kraft is making his appearance.
Packers are officially in let's get the hell out of here mode.
I love it.
So we're going to be doing now starting tomorrow. I am going back to my 3 episodes weekly format, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then starting probably like next week, a couple weeks from now, going to be doing a live Q&A once a week in addition to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday shows. And then we're also going to be watch partying like 15 games this year. So another botched snap. Why? I don't get it. So anyway, to answer your question, next Sunday, we'll be back. Yes, Sunday at noon, as I see in a later comment there. Sunday at noon. I'll be here. She'll probably be joining us late. But Sunday at noon. I love Jordan Love's mom.
She is great. That was the best. I forget who Jordan Love just like tried to hug, but like the face mask sat in the way. And it was Myers. They just showed him hugging Myers, but the face mask got in the way, and then Myers is just so big that Jordan just couldn't wrap his arm. It was so funny, so good. I love it. All right, so we got Janelle saying defense didn't look too bad, other than Ford. Agreed. Pass rush was as advertised.
Yeah, ton of disruption up the middle for the line, which is a new development. The pass rush looked great. I'm very happy overall with the defense. I think overall it worked. They kept everything in front of them, including Fields, who did not kill them on the ground scrambling.
Absolutely.
I think the two, like the defensive player that didn't do great, like you mentioned, was Rudy Ford. He just did not have a good game, just plain and simple. And then just overall, there was a stretch there where the tackling was less than ideal. Just a fact. And that just seems to consistently plague the Packers. For the most part in this game, it's been better, but there was that stretch there of an infuriating stretch of just undisciplined nonsense. those are the knocks on the defense, but overall, really like decisive effort from the majority of the team today.
David saying it's Sunday at noon.
Sunday at noon Central Time. Next Sunday, we'll be back. Another watch party. But yes, that is the Packers' next game, going to Atlanta for their nenext matchup.
Steven saying Atlanta on the road. I heard they had decent defense.
Yeah, I think Atlanta. Like I said earlier, like I got to go read about how they did today. I'm not sure. I didn't pay a lot of other NFL attention today. Unfortunately, had a lot of other stuff to do. But when it comes to Atlanta, like they are a very hyped team, offensively and defensively. It's going to be a very interesting matchup. Two kind of new age hype-filled teams going at it next Sunday at noon.
Saying coaching got messages across to players. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that completely, Mick.
Yeah, they really came out.
Especially the halftime adjustments. Like, this is one game where I can confidently say they adjusted. And they actually did. Like, for real. And it worked, which is something we haven't seen much of as of late, or in the last couple of years. Bruce said, guys, well done today. Thank you, Bruce. Really appreciate you being here. And thanks to everybody for being here today. It's been a lot of fun. Patrice saying, that's good news about Jaden Reed. You ain't kidding, Patrice. Very, very good news that those are just cramps. It looked a lot worse than just cramps when he couldn't put any weight on his leg. Sure. So huge. Steven saying, thanks for allowing us to share your Sunday. Of course.
Thank you for being here with us. If not, it's
definitely
just us.
Yeah, right. We'll fill the time, but it's not nearly as good. Patrick Taylor, I think that's Taylor. Yep, dancing to the right, gaining a couple. Jacob saying, I'm 31 years old. For the third time in my life, a new Green Bay quarterback. Love's first game is beating Chicago. Gotta love it. See you guys next week. Yes, see you next week, Jacob. And I agree. What better way for the next quarterback of the Packers than to step in and beat the Bears? Yeah. Like, it's a rite of passage. They just hand the ownership deed over from quarterback to quarterback. It's a thing of beauty. It's a nice tradition. Yeah. Stephen, hold your bladder fully in next week. Stephen. Yeah, we'll keep that in mind. Cat Matty, great game. Thanks for the effort, buddies. Hey, thanks for being here, Cat Matty. It was a lot of fun. Connie saying, thank you for doing this broadcast. Had a great time. Yes, thank you, Connie. Glad you stuck it through with the different timings that we had going on earlier. We will try that latency thing next week. We'll see if we can improve it for everybody next week.
That changes things, gets us a little bit more in line, but
yeah,
we'll do what we can.
We have another flag. I think the refs just don't like their home lives, right? Like they like to stay. All right, so
and Basaja are both looking like, why are we doing this?
Well, so anyway, Packers essentially just ran a play. They didn't get the first. They got called for holding. Chicago says, screw it. We don't want Green Bay to be backed up. We want the ball. And so now they're coming out, minute to go, obviously down by 18 points. This game's over. But Chicago still trotting out mostly their first string offense. Although I will say I am shocked. And if you are a fantasy player, take note of how often Rashawn Johnson.
Oh, he got flattened like a pancake.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that did not feel good.
Well, defensively, we are still trying.
Right?
My goodness.
Oh, my.
Ennis Gaines. Dang. Being that hard of a hitter is not exactly his reputation. So, woo! Ennis Gaines. But yeah, fantasy players, take note. Rashawn Johnson is being utilized by the Chicago offense substantially more than I think anyone expected them to at this juncture. So, wow. I mean, seen a ton more of him than I was expecting to.
Connie, it was worth the watch. Thank you, Connie.
Thanks, Connie. Fields dropping back and doesn't go deep. Instead, he finds Komet running kind of crosser Good for a first down and good for Cole Kmet fantasy owners everywhere, except there's another
flag.
Oh, my Lord.
First down.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least the refs are being consistent. And I will say, too, that this has been a game where I like, yes, there's been a lot of penalties, but there's only been like 2 that come to mind where like I've looked at the penalty and gone, oh, why did they call that? Like, not overall, not a bad refereed game. Okay, Justin Fields going out to the right and missing Cole Kmet. All right, cool.
Steven, the refs must not want to see the families.
That's what I'm saying, Steven.
Right? They must just really
they like being at work better. So they're going to call penalties. They don't want to get on the plane back home. That's apparent at this point. All right, so we are still trucking along.
2nd and 10 for the Bears.
Johnson with another catch. Few yards.
Tick,
Tick, tick, tick, tick, tick, tick, tick, tick, tick, tick, tick, tick, tick, tick. 30 seconds to go in the game. I think the Bears are going to try to. Yep, they're going to get another play off. 3rd and 5.
At this point.
Practice reps at this point, right?
Going.
And Fields with another little completion across the middle. Dallas Levitt with the tackle. Well, look at Levitt. And that's, they're not getting another one off. 4, 3, 2, 1. That is going to be your ball game, folks. 38-20. A wonderfully decisive victory for the Green Bay Packers, putting up 28 points in the second half. Second half was a thing of absolute beauty for the Green Bay Packers. The first half, still good. Like, still we're in the lead at halftime. But it wasn't how we want them to play. And in the second half, they came out and did it. And the second half is the Green Bay Packers team that we want to see every single week this year. So thanks, everybody, for being here. We are getting the heck out. Expected video up tomorrow on the channel, recapping this game, diving in. Hopefully I'll be able to have watched it on a replay by then. With more news, thoughts, breaking it down further, a little bit more nuanced, hopefully, than just sitting here and watching it. But thanks so much for everybody being here today. We had a ball doing our first watch party. So thanks for everybody being here. We are out of here. Packers picking up the win in week 1. And as always, go Pack, go.